Yay, okay, good. Thanks for letting me know. I would have just did the whole stream without realizing. So, anyways, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's really, really hot where I'm at. Had a good time this weekend. I got to go tour some caves with my friends. We went to the Timpanogos cave tours in Utah, and it was really, really cool. It was very cold in there. It was really dark. We saw all sorts of cave formations like the stalactites, stalagmites, lots of columns. We saw cave bacon, which literally just looks like bacon. We saw cave popcorn, which looks like this crazy popcorn texture on the ceilings. Great, I'm glad you can hear me, Dravos. Yeah. Um, so yeah, that was really, really fun. What else has happened? Oh, I saw my family dog for the first time in a long time this weekend because we were dropping stuff off at my parents' place. They oh, what was your favorite cave? Out of the three caves that are there, it's like the Harrison cave, I want to say, or Hanson. One of the two, Hanson or Harrison. There was the middle cave. That's all they named it. They called it the middle cave, and then there was Timpanogos cave, which is the actual cave that the tour is named after. And Timpanogos was definitely my favorite. It had the most formations. It had the most fun stuff. They showed us different there were like different calcified parts of it that would like shine different colors if you put lights on it. So there was like this weird like lime green color that some parts had, and some part had like orange. Some had parts had like purple. Lots of fun. But anyways, my family dog, he has been through it. He got bit by a raccoon several months ago, 2 months ago. I don't remember how long ago it was. But him and my dad both got bit by this raccoon, and so my dad had to get a whole bunch of shots to make sure that he wasn't going to get rabies. And then I don't know if this is standard for dogs. I don't know if there's a different treatment they could have done. But what they did for Hank the dog, he just had to be in quarantine for like 2 months, and so he just sat in quarantine in this little kennel, and the family didn't get to see him, and he got really fat, and it was really sad. But we finally got him back, and he does not have rabies. We're all good. And yeah, it was nice to see him. It is really sad. I agree. But he is back. He's free to roam the backyard, thankfully. So yeah. Um, what else? I'm still reading my Brandon Sanderson book. If there's any Brandon Sanderson fans out there, I'm reading the third Mistborn book now. I finally finished the second one. The third one's called Hero of Ages. It's really bleak. Not a lot of hope yet for the main characters, but we'll see. I'm sure something will happen. And yeah, that's been my weekend. Anyways, since our last stream, I have been doing a lot of thinking and came up with some ideas that might be good, some ideas that might not be good. But I wanted to explain some ideas that I had about the number system. Let me pull up my screen. Okay, so I crudely drew some Riven numbers here in Microsoft Paint. And here is my first idea that I want to talk about real quick. So it has to do with rotations of numbers. So in number one, the symbol for number one, you can see that there's just that one line going up and down. If you rotate that line counterclockwise or clockwise, it does the same thing, but I think it's counterclockwise, and I'll explain why later. If you rotate it counterclockwise, you get the number 5. And the reason I think that it's counterclockwise and not just clockwise is because the number 2, if you look at number 2, it has that little arc on the left-hand side. If you rotate that counterclockwise and put the arc on the bottom side, you get 10. This is dedication. Yeah. I spent I spent a good amount of time this morning drawing all of this. It looks like it should be really fast and easy, but it was not for me. I had to redo a bunch of them. But anyways, so 1 and 5 have this relationship, and the numbers 2 and 10 have this relationship. And I'm hoping that there's a pattern to this. So let me clear all of this. I'm hoping that since 1 to 5 is just 1 multiplied by 5, and 2 to get to 10, if you want to make 2 into 10, you just multiply that by 5. Maybe anytime you rotate one of these symbols, then it turns into the same symbol times 5. And the reason that I'm hoping that this happens is because 4, our buddy 4 over here, is just this little corner cutout symbol on the bottom right-hand side. If we were to rotate that one counterclockwise, we would get this symbol right here. And I didn't talk about these 5 symbols right here, but these 5 symbols, these are the symbols in Gen's logbook, and they are the dome codes that he talked about. And so, yeah, we figured out 2 of these numbers. Figured out 12, we figured out 14. We don't know these last 3 numbers because we haven't seen the symbols that go into them. But if 4 rotated counterclockwise equals this symbol and it's times 5, then that would mean that this symbol is 20. Let me... kind of hard to read since it's getting messy, but that would mean that this is 20, and then this symbol right next to it, that would be, since it has the symbol for 20 and it has the symbol for 2, you can see that arc on the left hand side is 2. That would mean that this is 22. And then, if that's true, then we have all but one of the numbers in the dome codes. And I'm not too worried about this last number because if these 2 are correct, if these first 4 are correct, 12, 14, 20, and 22, in the little slide rule puzzle, then the last one should be really easy to guess because there's only 23, 24, and 20. There's only 3 different numbers that it could be. And my gut is telling me that this is going to be 25 because 25 is 5 squared, and the symbol just hasn't, there's nothing like it in the other numbers that we've seen so far. It just feels like it's got to be like a big special number. And so I'm guessing it's 25, but it could be 23 or 24. And yeah, we're going to try that out. The other thought that I had about numbers, and I know you guys are probably getting sick of numbers right now. I'll get to the game soon, I promise. The other thought that I had is about it's about double-digit numbers, because again, in his journal, these last bottom 3 symbols that I've got here, this one, and this one, all refer to different ages that he was talking about. And obviously 5... Ah! Oh yeah, Yamaha's there. I wasn't ready for my own sound effects. Okay, yeah. 5 is really easy. That's a single-digit number. These double-digit numbers, they could just be what they look like. Like this one is the symbol for 9 plus the symbol for 8. So it could just be 98. And then this one could just be 99 since it's the symbol for 9 plus the symbol for 9. But in the journal, I am scared of my own baby sometimes. He's got a mind of his own. He does what he wants. Um, but anyways, I don't think this is actually 98 because in Gen's journal he ends it with this symbol with RD at the end. I don't know if you can read that; it's kind of small. But he writes this number and then ends it with RD as if it's like the 3rd age or the 23rd age or the 143rd age. I think this needs to be something that ends in 3 if he's following normal grammatical English. And then this one ends with a TH, so it could be a lot more numbers. A lot of numbers end in TH, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. There's so many, this could be anything. But this RD, I think, is going to help us solve the puzzle of what is of what double-digit numbers do. And I'm not sure if we need to know this or this is just fun lore. I haven't seen any puzzles that need us to know the exact name of these ages or how to decipher double-digit numbers in this, but I think it's fun to look at. So my thought process was, oh gosh, what was my thought process? Oh yeah, my thought process was that that this number system is not a base 10 number system. So like the numbers that we're used to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you can count with one single digit all the way up to number 9, and then once you get to number 10, then you have to have 2 digits right next to each other, right? I can't tell if I'm doing that backwards or not. But Yeah, and that's why it's a base 10 number system. Each digit has up to 9 different symbols that it can be, and then you need to add more digits once you reach the top of that amount of symbols. You guys know what I'm talking about. But anyways, we know that that's not true here because, first of all, this 98 doesn't end in RD. 98ers age is not, that doesn't make sense. And second of all, we know these first 10 numbers because of one of the games inside of Riven. And 10 itself is a single digit number. See, there's not two numbers next to each other. It's a single digit number. Plus, if our guesses about all these numbers in the dome codes are right, excuse me, they're also single digit numbers, and they go up to at least 22. So you can count up to at least 22 with just one single digit in this number system. And so it makes me think this isn't a base 10 system. What kind of system is this? It needs to be something that the 9 plus 8 is going to end in 3, if that makes sense. So the logic that I used was it's going to have to be 9 times something, not 9 times 10, but 9 times something plus 8 needs to equal something that ends in 3. And then if you think backwards from there, anything that ends in 3, if you subtract 8 from it, then it's going to be something that ends in 5. So for example, 25 minus 8 is going to be something that ends in 3. Or plus 8 is going to be something that ends in 3. And so from there, I decided let's look at multiples of 9 and find numbers that end in 5, and maybe that's the base system that we're in. Let me know if I've lost you. Let me know if you have questions. But 45 is the first multiple of 9 that ends in 5. And so and let's see, how many times do we need to multiply 9 to get that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means that it could be a base 5 system, meaning 9 times 5 plus 8. 9 times 5 is 45, plus 8 is 53. That would mean that this is the 53rd age, which makes sense. There's an RD at the end. That would work, except for the fact that we already know that 6 is way too low of a base number for this system, because we've got 7 that's still single digit, 8 that's still single digit, 9 that's still single digit. It's not a base 6 system. Let's look, and so I thought, let's look at the next number, see if that does it. 135 is the next one, and that's 9 times 15 is 135. So a base 15 number system would mean that this is, I don't remember what that would mean that this is, but I know that it's wrong because, again, we think that at least 20 and 22 are single digit numbers, so it can't be a base 15 system. So the next one, hopefully we only have to do one more of these, 225. And that is 9 times 25, which seems fitting. Riven loves the number 5, and 25 is 5 squared. So maybe it's a base 25 system. And that would track because all of these numbers that are a single digit, the highest that they could be is 25. And so that makes, and if that's true, if 25 is it's a base 25 system, that would mean that this is 9 times 25, so 225, plus 8 is 233. Is that right? 225 plus 8 is 233. So that would mean that this symbol right here is a 233rd age. I think that's the one that Gen has his office on. Or maybe not. He has his office on one of these extra ages. And then this symbol right here is 99, but it's not actually 99. It is 9 times 25, which is, what is 9 times 25? 200. Am I doing this right? Yeah, 225 plus 9, which is 234. This is the 234th age. Thank you. I have done my math homework. I knew that if I tried to do this homework originally on screen, like from scratch, that my brain would go in too many directions and it would be too boring to watch. And so I tried to do a little bit of prep work. But anyways, That's what I think these symbols mean. I think this symbol is 233. This one is 234. Obviously, this one's 5. We already know that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the game. Now that we might know some more of the dome codes, then let me get into the game capture. Now hopefully we'll be able to unlock the domes. I'm really, really excited to unlock those domes and get into whatever age that leads us to. So the first thing we need to do is find one of those domes. I don't remember. There was one really close to this workshop, but we couldn't figure out how to stop it. So let's find the one. Let's maybe find the one that's like near the village. I think that's the one I want to do next. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created? He created someone who created the Riven math system, so I might stay in heaven too. Holy buckets. But that's what I like about these kinds of games is I feel like they're made for people to do nerdy math like that. While we're riding this roller coaster, I also over the weekend I watched a new movie. It's called, well, it's not new. It's new to me. It's called Party Monster, and it was the most wild movie I've ever seen in my life. Highly recommend. It's one of those movies that the Rotten Tomatoes movie score is super duper low, but the audience score is super duper high. Like, it's definitely a poorly done movie in a lot of ways, but still fun to watch, if that makes sense. Like, some of the dialogue was so bad, but so quotable and funny. Like, 10 out of 10 recommend. I wish I could remember enough of them to quote one of them. But it was about the club kid scene in New York, which is in the 90s, and I've only recently heard about it. Apparently it was like a bunch of these kids in New York just started like putting on big raves and wearing wild, weird costumes and doing a lot of drugs, which was definitely a key factor in this movie. But yeah, anyways, it's wild. There's a murder, there's a mystery, there's a lot of gay people. It's fun, so highly recommend. Oh, the other thing I need to do this stream is I need to be really, really careful while I'm walking around so I can listen to animal noises, because there's still animal noises that we don't know yet. Like these crickets going on right now, I don't think that's any of the animals we need to know. And I don't think that hawk in the background is something that I need to know, but yeah. Dravos, I remember reading the book a while back. You read the book that that Party Monster is based off of? Because it was based off of a book, wasn't it? It was called they mention it in the movie. It's like Disco Bloodbath, Disco Blood something. I kind of want to read the book myself now. After I finish my Brandon Sanderson book. So that sound right now, I don't think that one is specifically important. Not based on the things that we've already seen. But yeah. Travosh, you have read it. Cool. How was it? I'm glad someone has read it. I was worried that this was too niche of something and no one would have heard of it. Okay, so that's not where I'm trying to go right now. I want to go... Maybe I don't remember where the one is here. Oh wait, I do. It's like down this direction. It was a long time ago. I barely remember LOL. Okay, that's fair. Hopefully it was a good time, though. And thankfully we know how to open this up again. Let's go ahead and go up now. Because once we go up, I'm pretty sure we can get to the dome that's here in the forest. And then we can try out those numbers we decided on. Okay, more animal sounds going on. None of these sound like the sounds that we were trying to find later, or last stream. Let's see, what sounds were we looking for? We were looking for... Oh, we don't know the first sound, but we know that the second sound is the scarab beetle, the third sound is the frog, the fourth sound we're not sure about. It sounded kind of like a goat sound. Like we thought it might be the little sea creatures out in the lagoon, but they kind of had a... Was it too high-pitched or too low-pitched? It didn't seem quite right. Okay, here we go. Where is the little slide puzzle? Okay, so the first one is supposed to be 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I feel pretty confident about that one. Next one, 14. I also feel confident about that one because those two numbers are built from numbers that we found in the little shark take game where the people would drop into the sharks' mouths. So those ones I feel pretty confident about. These next two, we are guessing based on the rotation pattern that I talked about. So the next one should hopefully be 20. So that's right there. And then the one after that should be 22. And then the last one I'm guessing is 25. So fingers crossed. Here we go. If this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to try next. So thank God it worked. Ooh. Oh. Oh, we get closed inside of it. Ooh. Well, that's probably the creepiest way they could have opened this. I thought the latch door was just going to open. Nice. Another thought that I had is that I need to start looking out for architecture and like design patterns that Gen has, as opposed to like the rebels or the villagers, just because I feel like that might help me solve the puzzles that are like more specific to one group. Like obviously the animal puzzle is really is probably something that... Oh, what am I saying? The animal puzzle is made by the rebels, and so like things that have to do with rebel architecture are probably the things that are gonna give me clues on how to solve that, if that makes sense. And that did look like the symbol for 233, if we have our symbols right. So this is gonna take us to the age, and oh, it's not working. Do we need a power? It's powered, though, isn't it? Because the whole dome is circling. How would it work? How would it circle if this thing didn't have power? Okay, well... Let's get back in there. Because, Huh. Because I know Gen mentioned books needing power. Like his linking books that he's made need like a power source to make them work. That was before he found like the little fancy crystals that one of the villagers had that can power and be mobile. But this one is exactly in the spot it should be. It didn't let us pick it up and move it anywhere. So like, I'm gonna go back in there, see if there's something I missed. 22, 20, 4, wait, 12, 14. Very, very ominous. So this is the age that Gen spends more of his time in now. And so I'm excited to finally see him, maybe. Or at least I was excited to see him until I found out that this doesn't seem to work. What am I missing? It doesn't look like I can look anywhere else in here besides directly at the book or the button that closes this. Oh, wait. The one thing that I can think of is the little bubble islands. Maybe we need to have the specific bubble island chosen in order to make these ones work, if that makes sense. Because like the, what was I saying? Like the bubble island had like little diagram of those mini islands. And once you like click a certain button, it turns on the bubbles for that island. So, yeah, maybe we need to figure that out. How do we want to get there? We definitely need to not be here, at least. Yeah, I think Bubble Island needs to be here somewhere. Like if we go down the little, the roller coaster ride for wood, and then we go, and then we take one more roller coaster ride from that island, then I think that's how we get there. There's the Scarab Beetle again. Yeah, this works. Yeah, so all the villager technology seems to be made out of like wood and rope and not a lot of metal. So I'm wondering if anything that has to do with a rebel, with like the little rebel puzzle, the animal puzzle, would have to be something that's made out of wood as well. Because that's what they are dealing with. Anyways, we have seen this roller coaster ride quite a few times, so we'll skip that for now. So once we get to Bubble Island, we do need to finally start naming the islands and saying which bubble island correlates with which actual island. And then, wait, that's not where we wanted to go right now. We wanted to go here. Because then that's maybe that's how we're going to have to get through those little linking books. Is we're going to have to make sure that the correct island is chosen before we go to that island and that island's dome and open it up. And there is a dome on Bubble Island, so that should be pretty easy to do. Like we can just go to that island and test out our theory on the island without having to leave. Also, I'm assuming that Gen created this roller coaster ride, or all of the roller coaster rides that we go around. But we know that the villagers aren't afraid to use it, at least, or at least that one wasn't. Remember, we saw the one lady like run away from us on one of them once. I bet she was a rebel. I bet that's not something the normal villages do, really. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 islands, of course, because we love the number 5. Let's see. Let's make a drawing of this and start to name this. So, the island that we are on right now, I want to say it's this guy right here. So let's click that one. And I think the little island surveyor, like the weird contraption that's behind us that I'm going to go to right now, I think the purpose of that is just to figure out which island is which. That's what I'm going to tell myself for now. I can't think of any other reason that we need to use it. I bet I bet that Gen's surveyors used it that way too. So I feel comfortable with that explanation for it. I don't feel a need to search for more right now. So we have other things to look at. But anyways, let's look at this. Turn this on. And yeah, see, this is the island that we're on. Because this all looks kind of familiar. And that's the little divot that we're in right now. And then that's the dome that we want to look at. And so let's go to that dome right now. Let's open this one and see if it works. Because this is the bubble that's chosen right now. This island, we turned it on the bubbles for this island. I don't know a good way to say that. I feel weird saying it every time, but that's what I'm going to say. We turned on the bubbles for this island, and so hopefully this dome will work. I love this animation. This is so dramatic. Yay! Welcome, Octavius. Oh no, this one's not working either. Well, this is a huge bummer. I was really excited to get into these, but I don't know what we need to do now to turn them on. How do we power these? You didn't realize it had those numbers on the cover. Yeah. And I think we figured out what this number means. I think it means 233rd. We went in a whole deep dive at the beginning of the stream if you missed that. But yeah. Have you tried unplugging and plugging it back in? You know, I would love to try that, but I don't see a power cord anywhere. So there goes my theory about Bubble Island. It was a short-lived theory. Very, very short. Yeah, it was worth a shot, I guess. And now we need to find another theory. What? Wait a minute. I forgot that all of these domes have a color associated with them, or like a one of the color symbols associated with them. Maybe we need to do them in a specific order or something to do, or maybe the light that has that color in that little camera station underground thing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Maybe we need to turn on the underwater lights that correlate with it. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna add some things to my notes. So this is Bubble Island, and it's shaped like that little Tetris L. Little L equals Bubble Island. And I'm gonna make a note saying that the surveyors probably use this. I don't know if each of the little guilds have their own island, but that's kind of my guess right now. Like, because there are 5 of them. And then let's see, what was the specific color or the specific eye shape? I guess it's not an eye shape, it's a color shape. Is this one broken? It's like not showing the center of the dome. I never noticed that before. Is it like tilted or something? Ugh, the lights, forgot about those. Yeah, they're kind of, yeah. It was a good theory. I'm glad you think so. The game did not think so, but I'm glad you think so. I thought it was a good theory too. Wish you could take those crystals in the lab and slap them in there. That would be cool. I want to know. I was rereading Gen's journal and he talked about the what did he talk about? What were they called? Oh, fire marbles. Are those the fire marbles, those crystals, or are fire marbles something else? I haven't seen anything that looks like a marble with fire in it, so I don't know how those are supposed to be important. And I forgot to look at the ah, I forgot to look at the symbols. Let's turn this back on. Okay. Okay, it's gonna slow down. I don't think it's getting quite slow enough for me to tell at this angle what it is. Who knows? Who knows what this symbol was supposed to be? But maybe let's go to the other islands and find that out. Wait, while we're here, let's catalog the islands. So Bubble Island is this guy on the bottom left. This one over here, it looks like based on the little railroad tracks, or not railroad tracks, but you know what I mean, the little roller coaster ride. It looks like that's the island that we just came from, and that's the island that had all of the paper making stuff and Gen's lab. So let's click this one. And then let's go back to the little visualizer thing. Also, these bubbles up here, I want to get underneath this area. How do we get underneath this? Wait, no. We know how to get underneath this area. Never mind. Because that's where we saw the one woman running away, and we saw the little, like, camera viewing chamber. We've been underneath this. Never mind. But, I was going to say that the little bubbles up here, that's probably caused by heat, right? And the water's just trying to run away from the heat, so it just stays up there. They probably have, like, heat running out of these little holes there, kind of like an air hockey table. Anyways, let's look at what this looks like. Okay. It's a big round island with a divot in the center. Probably for a lake, like the lake that we saw the little steam on. Yeah, that's definitely Gen's Lab Island and the paper making island. So I'm gonna call that paper making. And I'm gonna draw the little square for it. And just put that into my notes. Paper making island. Now to the next island. What is this one here? A little sideways Utah shape. Hello, how is Riven going? It's going good, Everett. Um, we we learned more about the number system, and we finally solved the slide ruler puzzle to open up the domes. The only problem is the books that I've opened up or I've looked at in the domes don't work. The linking books do not work, and I am at a loss right now on how to power them. So right now we're just cataloging these islands though, just because I feel like that's got to be helpful somehow. So this symbol right here, it looks like that's where the dome is. Is that where that is? The big golden dome? Let's look at it. Oh yeah, that looks right. Sounds good. Glad. Yeah, glad you're here to see it. Um, the other thought that I had, well, since the last stream is, where is the star fissure supposed to be? Because Gen talked about it in his journal, and he seemed to imply that he had, like, sealed it up and could unseal it if he wanted to. And I just don't know where that seal is. My two thoughts are maybe it's this big giant golden dome. This island, maybe that whole thing is just a big seal. I guess we've been inside of the dome, so maybe that doesn't really hold a lot of water. Maybe that theory doesn't hold water. But the other island was maybe just the first island that we were on when we first started the game, and there was like that giant microscope thing and the little trap door on the ground. But it feels weird for the giant cosmological thing like the star fissure to just go straight into that one little manhole cover. Like that feels too small and insignificant. But anyways, this shape is definitely the dome island. We'll call it Big Gold Dome. And then we'll go to the next island. I'm guessing this little island is the first one that we were on, because there wasn't a lot to explore there. Wait a minute. There is the walkway that we took through here. I don't have my cursor right now, so I can't look at it. But the walkway that goes straight down the middle of the screen here that we walked up, that kind of looks like a fissure. Is that where the star fissure was? Did it go like cut straight between the two islands? I kind of like that idea. Anyways, let's look at this island. Yeah, that looks right, because this looks like the little cage that we were in at the beginning. And I think this is where the little microscope thing was. It's down in this little cavern, this cavern thing. So we'll call that Microscope Island. It's just the one single square. And if you guys have more fun names for these islands, feel free to let me know. I would love to have a more fun name than Microscope Island. Last island, here we go. Zork player, how is your Uncle Sherlock? Hey, he's doing pretty good. At least I assume. Welcome, Zork player. Zork, we finally got into the inside of the domes. We cracked the puzzle to open up the domes, but the books inside the domes are not working, so we're still trying to figure out how to power those. Okay, and then this island is obviously the one with the villagers in it, because that big lagoon area in the middle, that is where the villagers live, right there. So we'll just look at it just in case there's anything interesting. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything that we're supposed to know, we're supposed to gain from this besides just identifying the islands, but maybe. I thought that was funny. Maybe it's the big dome, or maybe on the island with that weird microscope thing, and it's the same island. Yeah. Yeah. Are you asking about are you talking about where the fissure is? Because that's still baffling me. I still have no idea where that would be. High cliff sides on this island. Like really hard to climb out of. Is there anything else to do inside of here? Is there something that I'm missing? Not that I can tell. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, and I know the answer, but I'm not telling you without a direct request. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. I will not request it because I want to find it out for myself. Unless we never find out in this game. If we reach the end of the game without finding out, I will definitely ask. But I'm sure that the game will reveal it to us somehow, at some point. None of these sound like goats, right? Like the goat sound that we're trying to find. And also, is there a point to having all these spikes? Or is it just cool architecture? Is it just cool geography to have? Oh, and according to the game book, this is called Map Island. Very original, I know. Well, it is very original. I feel like we could have done better than that. But let's name that real quick. Put that in my notes as Map Island. I'm I'm at the point of the game where I'm worried that there's like some random turn that we just haven't found, and that's holding clues that are holding us back. So I'm gonna be a little bit annoying this stream, clicking around a lot. Dunno, I like Bubble Island. You can name them whatever helps you. Okay. Bubble Island or Map Island. I think we'll both know. I think all of us will know what we're talking about if we use either term, right? There's only one island with a big map, and there's only one island with the bubbles. There is a key area I may have missed. That is good to know. I will be keeping my eyes and ears peeled, looking for new areas. We did go to this other area on this island, but it is worth a revisit because I really, really want to find out where these light bulbs are. Where are these underwater light bulbs? And as I've been thinking about it, the place that makes the most sense for them to be is just in that lagoon with the village, right? Because the above water light bulbs are also in that same spot. It would make sense for that little camera in the lagoon that's turning around to also just have another camera underneath the water on the same structure that turns at the same time. And so I'm just going to tell myself that it's that until I find out otherwise. Random turns are important, like the one next to Gen's office where you can look in between it and the area with the frog trap, and you can see the air duct pipe to give you the hint to climb to the vents. Yeah. I know about the frog trap one. I don't know if we've done the one next to Gen's office, but I might have to look at that again. I remember in Myst, there was this hallway on one of the final islands that literally had like the same exact panels on the walls all the way down, or like at a distance all the way down. And just one of them randomly happened to be a little trapdoor that if you clicked on it, opened it up. And that took me way too long to find. Think about how you get there. Trace your steps to the survey room to figure out where it is. Okay. It never hurts to go re-inspect places to make sure you found everything relevant. Okay. Okay. And I think we need to do a lot of that this stream, is retracing steps and going back to old places. Make sure we haven't thing. Is this Orange Lake? Orange Lake. Were all the cameras in different lakes, or was it just the same lake pointing different directions? Stone Ship Age. Yeah, that was hard to figure out just due to the lighting. Yeah. And that's something I didn't figure out until after the stream, is like the lighting in these Myst games is really, really important. Like if you don't have the right resolution and it's too dark, you'll miss a lot of things that would have been obvious otherwise. Anyways, let's go down here. We're inside the TARDIS. I've never watched Doctor Who before, but I know this looks like a TARDIS. I have thought about watching the new season that's coming out. It seems fun. I'm a big fan of Jinx Monsoon, and she's in it. Hopefully it's good. I'm just talking about the color of the water. Oh. Is this Orange Lake? Is that what you want to name it then? We can call this Orange Lake. I like that name. Here we are leaving Orange Lake. And oh yeah, and this is underneath those bubble islands, right? So this is probably where the heat comes up and like makes the bubbles. You did go to school, I remember that, and learn the numbers. That imagery is horrifying, isn't it? Talking about the cooler of the water. The imagery of the like hanging game where like the bodies fall down into the shark's mouth. That is a pretty horrifying game, but then again, we play Hangman. So this it feels just as horrifying as Hangman. And this place was so scary the first time, especially when that lady was there, right there, and then she ran away. And it makes me wonder, why did they put that lady here in the game? Like, was it just to make the point that the villagers are running around still, or was she doing something? Was she like in the little area with the cameras? Was she looking at someone for something? Hangman is fun. The toddler was so scary, Dravos. My heart died when I saw that toddler. And I already forgot where this goes. Oh, this goes back to the village island. Right, because that led us to the secret area above the other walkways. I'm not seeing secret panels anywhere right now, so gonna keep going. Whoops. Okay. First of all, love this chair. And this feels like Gen technology, right? Because, like, it's all metal, there's gold in there, there's lots of fine detailing. But a villager was using it. What was she doing? What was her, what was her motivations? Anyways, let's find the cameras with the colors. I think it was this side, right? Or was it the other side? Because this button shows us, Catherine or whoever is stuck in this room. And she's wearing white, but she puts on a red robe over top of that. And I seem to remember at the beginning of the game, the first person we saw was kind of in white and gray-ish colors, right? And then the rebel that came and killed him had red on. So is this person like, is she like hiding as a villager? She's pretending to be just a normal villager, but she's secretly a rebel? I wonder if that's important or not. Or maybe she just likes that shawl. Maybe that's what's going on. Okay. What is this area? Okay, so I think this is... Yeah, this is the camera that's above water, and it shows us the little lagoon with the villagers in it. Love that fish shape. Don't know if it's important or not, but it's kind of fun. But I'm hoping that if we go to the other camera and turn on a light, we can look in here and see that same light if we point in the correct direction, right? That's where that is. Where what is? Where the fish is? Are you seeing what you're talking about? The fish shape. I knew it existed, but not where to find it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we were able to find it for you. Let's turn on some lights and see what happens. Ah. Okay. I forgot how loud those were. Right, let's turn on this light. Green light. Now my worry is that once I leave this area, that green light has to turn off. I'm worried that we can't leave it on and then go look for it. So let's turn this one up. Hopefully that green light is still on and we can see it when we look inside the other camera. Okay. Looking for hints of green. I don't think I see green there, or there, or there. Not there either. Not there. Not there. Okay, I think we've gone all the way around. So that theory doesn't seem to be panning out. Let's go back to the other camera and see if the green light's still on at all, even. Maybe it turned off automatically. Yeah, it turned off, so we weren't able to do what I was hoping we would be able to do. And there's that big fish noise. He loves to make that noise. But where is this? And is this actually underwater, or is it just dark in there? It looks like it's underwater. But it might not be. And also, there's a red light down here that you can turn on, and also a red light that you can look at up here. Are those the same two red lights, or are there two red lights? One wherever this camera is, and one right in front of us. That red light should tell you where this is. Okay. So maybe there is only one red light, and we are just looking at wherever this camera is. So there's a good friend again. Love him. Hope he's having a good day. And yeah, we turned on this red light up here, and the one in the camera, is it the same one? Oh yeah, it is. You can see the big window that we're looking through. So wherever this camera is, it's right next to the island that we're on currently. I agree the red light should tell you where this is, but that leaves me wondering about how short that hallway is to reach this chair. Yeah, so what end of the island are we on right now? You like the wark? Is that what the whale is called? Is it called a wark? I do like the wark a lot, if that's its name. And again, broken light. I would love to know what color this is supposed to be. What colors do we have already? We have green, yellow, orange, red, and blue. So that leaves purple? Is the other color supposed to be purple? Combination of whale and shark. So original. Ah. I like it. I dig it. So yeah. We need to figure out which end of the island we're on. Oh, I have to move this before I can get off. And this is the island. We're still on the island that's shaped like a little Tetris L, right? We're still on Bubble Island. I'm assuming that we are. So that's like a straight shot this direction to get to here. And now we're turned around. So we went one direction a long ways. Now we're turning around and we're going to go the other direction a little ways. Let's see. Can we take him home? Only if you have a big enough tank. I don't have a big enough tank at my place. That's for sure. I have a little itty bitty tank about this big. You can't see both my hands, but you can guess how big that is. Standard fish tank. And oh shoot, we just turned around a lot, and I don't know which direction we're facing anymore. But let's go outside, find our references, and then make our way back down to see which direction that was. Because I'm betting that was the long side of the L that we went down, and now we're going out the short side. Yes, I think. Yeah. gonna have to get out this way to see which direction we are looking. Okay, so this direction, this is the long end of the L, right? Yeah. So was that observatory basically just on the other side of this wall, just really, really low? The orange hole in the ground, yes, that does help us, doesn't it? That helps us a lot. Good point, good point. Because that orange hole is where we go to. Maybe we're in the crook of the L there. I need to go back to the visualizer, I think. So, let's see. This side of the island is where we started, right? Like, that's where we come in through the little roller coaster, and then we climb upstairs and walk through these shards up here. And when we're on the other side of the roller coaster, we also come through this side, walk underneath, and then we get to that orange lake chamber that's also directly underneath this, because that's where we found the little hole in the ground. So then we walk this direction. Well, yeah. Well, no, because the orange lake had the little TARDIS elevator, and then as it drops down below, I don't know which way it turns. So I need to figure out which way it turns exactly, just to be sure which direction it is. Okay. Okay, so the hole in the ground is right here. And now we're facing back towards the edge of the island. Wait. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, I didn't need to pull that right now. Okay. Whoops. Now we're facing the back edge of the island. And now we're spinning. I'll wait till it closes. Have I done the thing with marbles? I don't think so. I don't even know what the fire marbles are. We've read about them in the book, but I don't think I've seen marbles anywhere yet. So we're turning to the left. And it feels like we just turned 180 degrees, right? Which would mean, I think, okay, here's what I think. I think the little observatory chamber is at the, I guess maybe that is called the crook of the L. It's like not at the very end of the L, but like right outside the corner. That's where this is. And then the little leg of the L, the little side jut out, is right here. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Seems just a bit shy of 360, 3/4 turns. What? I mean, you guys do know that I'm really bad at circles. Okay. So, turning right about now. Come on. Let's see. Just going straight up for now. And then we're turning a little bit. Oh, you're right. That feels closer to 360 or something. Or 3/4 turns. Which direction of a turn was that? Was that a counterclockwise turn? Or clockwise turn? This way. That feels clockwise. So did we end up somewhere that's not on the island at all? Like it's not Well, no, that can't have happened because we ended up somewhere that had a little cave like this that someone could ride a little ride out of. Here, let me show you what I'm guessing is happening, and you guys can let me know if I'm crazy. But let me get to the visualizer to show it. I have the right idea. Okay. Because I'm thinking we start here, right? We walk about, oh, we walk about to here. No, that doesn't seem right. Because if we turn, I would say it is at least 180 degrees, and that is what matters. We at least turned around, so we weren't underneath this area at all. We were underneath this area again somewhere? Maybe? Let's look outside and see if I can find the other... That's where it comes out of. That's where the other track comes out of. And that leads to the island with the villagers on it, I think. Think about where there's water on this island. I mean, there's a lot of water on the island. Like on every spot, basic, yeah. And each quadrant of the island there's water. Oh. Oh, is the camera underneath this little lagoon here? And are these the lights? Okay. Does this thing not help you find the domes? I don't know if it helps me find the dome. Oh, and these each have different colors on them. Okay. That feels really obvious now that we know about it. But that was not obvious at the time. So here's our orange guy. There's blue. And then there's green. Is this the broken one? Where's red supposed to be? Hmm. There's a whole bunch of weird contraptions on the top. I don't know if that's important. So the crook of the L is where the imager is, and the tram to the village is on the short side of the L. Okay. Gee, I didn't notice the colors before. Okay. Well, I don't know if that makes me feel good that you don't need this to solve the puzzle, or if it makes me feel bad that I found something that's not going to help me solve the puzzle. But okay, that's cool to know where those lights are. It's not something where I was not expecting that. I was not expecting them to be over here. I don't think the lights are where those totems are. You don't think they are. Oh. I think it's an alternative way to solve it. Hmm. Well, now I'm just confused. What? What should I try next? The survey room is below this lake directly. And so which direction do we face? Do we face out here to see the fish? Or do we face, like, straight back? Hmm. What's weird about this imager is it doesn't really seem to allow for, excuse me, for, like, caves underneath. Like, it looks like these lines have to go straight up to the highest point, and if there's a hollow point in there, it can't show that. But maybe it can. Let's look over here. Because maybe, is this where the, No. Well, yeah. Is this where the other roller coaster comes out of, right there? Because in that case, the observatory should be on the other side of this. The observatory should be like right here, shouldn't it? Yeah, I'd personally say the server room is looking out into the ocean. Okay, so the colors on the totem are the locations of the colored light. Yes, okay. Have you looked at the other things on this imager? Like what other things? Like the other islands? We have looked at the other islands. Not like super in depth, but we have looked at them. Hmm. Well, that makes me think I need to look more closely. Because maybe there's other things that I'm missing. These just look like cliff walls of the island. Nothing particularly interesting. Let's look at the other islands in the imager. That is, which island is that? That's Paper Making Island. There's the wood chipper and the boiler. And Gen's lab. Not sure what that is. Maybe that's the little area where you go up to Gen's lab? Hmm. Let me know if you need a gentle clue. Okay. Hmm. I want a few more moments at least before I ask for a clue. I want time to put this together. Because what would the location of the lights tell me? I've wanted to know the location of the lights for a long time, but how is that going to be important? That was probably the walkway. Let's see, the walkway. No. Well, I'm confused about if these are or are not the poles that the lights are on, but I'm gonna guess right. I'm gonna tell myself right now that they are. And I'm gonna look back at the camera again, and I want to see if I can figure out the order of these. What order these go in. Because we're missing the red one. We have the blue, we have the green. Don't know which one's supposed to go right here. Don't know which one's supposed to go, like, right here. And I don't know if that's going to help me a lot, but hopefully that'll get me closer to figuring it out. I can give him something gentile. How would you like a... Was it a bear? How would you like a bear? You guys found me out. Calling me out for liking bears. Yeah. Teddy bear. Okay, let's find these lights. And what are these little side things? Are those just... Oh, those are probably just rests for the camera arms, aren't they? That's what I'm guessing. Just the camera arm rests on those little things. But, yeah, so... Oh! Notice that this one's broken off on the top. So that's one of the ones that's missing. Which is a bummer because it's also one of the lights that isn't on. I was hoping that between the lights that worked and the totems that we could see colors on, we could fill in the blanks and find out all of the colors. But it looks like we can't figure this one out. Ugh, I feel stupid now not having noticed those totem colors and connecting that to the problem involved. Well, I also feel stupid because I've noticed the colors there with help and haven't connected them to any problem yet, so you're a step ahead of me at least. So here's the blue one. Let me make sure to get the order of these written down. So blue is that sideways eye, and I'm just going to draw it right here in a circle. At the bottom of the circle at this location. Well, I never noticed the connection and still finished the game. That's impressive. I know people have talked about puzzles in this game having multiple ways to be solved. So I bet that's fun to look back and realize that there were other ways you could have solved it. Next to the sideways eye is this one. A little... I won't say what that looks like, but you guys know what it looks like. That one's green. It's right next to blue in the circle. Here's this one. It's the eye. Definitely looks like the bottom of the totem now that I see it. Okay. I finished the game too, but it's always down to a 50-50 without that tidbit. Always down to it's a 50-50 chance that you'll solve it without that tidbit? Yeah, that's what I didn't notice, and now it makes everything more connected. Okay. I guess I forgot to write down green. Okay. This next symbol is a normal eye, not a sideways eye. And its color is yellow. And then we'll turn this direction, and the Pokeball is orange. Next color. Oh, that one's red. And then that's... So if this is the direction of red, red needs to point out towards the ocean, right? Because we're looking at the ocean, not the center of the, not one of the other parts of that little circle lagoon, right? Maybe? But this red light isn't on a totem at all. So I'm very confused. Anyways, red light is the weird cat eye looking thing. No, this is the lake. Okay. What doesn't make sense to me is the red light here. This is definitely not in that little lake above. It is. Okay, so we're not sure if it is in the lake or it's not. The Wark is captive here. So are we not looking at an ocean at all? Or are we just looking up at... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Are we just looking into that little lake? Is that what's going on? If so, poor Wark. Feel bad for the guy. Okay, that's the cat eye. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I think you're right. There aren't two red lights because the red light in here is pointing directly at the little observatory. We're seeing that red light. Are we seeing the hilt of a sword here? Why are there so many swords and stuff? Like giant swords around these islands. You can see when the camera spins, the area is enclosed. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see. There's one more color we need to find, and it's this one. That's broken. That's the broken one. And these symbols do line up kind of with... Well, they line up exactly with the symbols that are on the spinning domes. But the thing that I'm confused about is Gen in his journal didn't understand the meaning of these symbols, I thought. Because he wrote down the symbols and what colors they were and was like, these are important to this island somehow, I don't know. And said something about, like... What did he say? He said something about being confused because there's 6 colors, but only 5 like 5 is an important number, so why would 6 be the colors that are important? And he made this, so did he figure out why those colors were important and then make this puzzle? Or is this puzzle like an experiment of his to figure out why they're important? Is this just some like elaborate experiment that he's working on? Anyways, let's go back upstairs. For some reason, I just assumed it was an artifact of changing view to a different location. This makes so much more sense being in that little lake with a captive work. Okay, for some reason I assumed it was an artifact of changing view to a different location. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was in a different location as well, but I guess it's not. I guess it's right there on Bubble Island. Poor Wark. I hope... Can we release the Wark in this game? I hope we get to let him out. I have a feeling we don't get to, though. And I'm a little sad about that. Okay, let's go look at the totems again. So, we have green right here. Okay, green is right next to blue. I'm like rotating my notes. Oh, I have it like kind of backwards on here. So green and then blue. And on the other side of green is yellow. This is yellow right here. Followed by orange, right? Yep, orange. And then red is probably supposed to be right here. Wait. So that means that the observatory is like right underneath these islands here. Is that where it is? Because it's like looking directly at the pool from this direction. Maybe. But red is like where we're standing right now. And then after red is the color that's broken. That's why we don't see a totem right here. There should be a totem about here. And then we get back to blue and then green again. Okay. Well, I feel good understanding that. I don't feel like I know why it's important. Why would that be important? Why would that be important? You probably wouldn't notice rotation if the machine you played on was too slow. Oh. Just changing view to some other place in Riven. Yeah, that's weird to think about. My favorite fact, I don't remember who said this, but my favorite fact was that Myst, the prequel to this game, the speed run, what was it? The speed run, best speed run ever was 32 seconds of that game. Whereas back in the day when it first came out, most people's machines wouldn't even load the game in 32 seconds. I think that's such a fun fact. But the idea that like the computers of the age when this came out might not have shown like the spinning of the camera super duper well, so it would have been hard to tell. That's a I don't know, that's just an interesting thing to think about. That's might be a little bit easier to solve now that we can see it easier. Under a minute, yeah, that is crazy. Oh, look, that's a sword. Yes. I don't know why there's so many swords around here, but there sure is one right there. Is there one on each island, or are there more? And we still can't power the books. I want to go to another age. I want to see this age. Okay. Speedrun for this is around 5 minutes. Okay. That's considerably longer than under a minute. But I can see why, since it's so big. I bet it's harder to figure out, or harder to like do super fast. Then you see a sword hilt where one of the lights is, maybe even the red one, but can't remember. Well, this is the direction that the red is supposed to be. Wait, we do see a sword hilt down there, don't we? Is that just like the reflection of the sword hilt above the surface? Let's go back down. We're good. We're doing a lot of back and forth on this island today. Okay. Wait, that's the wrong one. Don't want this one. Let's get this guy. And red is... which one? You do. You see a sword going like right underneath this. So that's weird because this camera... This is like a lot lower than that sword. Are there just two swords like really high and low above each other right now? You're having fun, so we have fun. It's all good. Oh, good. I'm good. Glad to hear that. But yeah, why would there be two swords on this island? Why would there even be one? What's the point? Are the swords like a villager thing? Did they put them there? Are they a Gen thing? Did he put them there? Are they like an unintentional thing? Like they were just built there when this age was created? Not on purpose, but it just kind of made sense with the age? Well, I feel like I've spent enough time on this island for now. I want to go to a different one. Let's see, let me look at my notes. What else do I want to do today? There's like a list of things that I want to try to do. We've already figured out the number rotation thing, double digits. Or at least we think we understand double digits. We found the underwater lights. That's exciting. My questions may be answered in time. I'm glad to hear that. I really want to know why the swords are there. Oh, it could have been broken when it went through that walk wall, and the hilt is underwater, but the blade is above. Okay. That's a plausible theory. I like that. But yeah, what are we doing next? Let me get on this, then we can plan. How do we fix the broken light? I'm guessing we don't fix the broken light. I'm guessing there's a different way to figure out what that light is. Because there's only so many colors in the world. Once we find another set of colors, I'm sure we can just say, hey, every single one of those colors was one of the lights in that one chamber, except for this one. That's the missing color. We love this thing. Name the islands and find out which one is on the which on the bubble map. We've done that. Where was the star fissure? That we're still not sure about. Now I'm wondering, since we had the idea of the star fissure fitting between all the islands, like on that diagram, maybe these railroad tracks, maybe these roller coaster tracks are more than roller coaster tracks. Maybe they're like covering a giant seal, and the seal is like in the middle of the ocean. That's another idea, I guess. Oh, and I just remembered again, in his journal mentioned that the place where the fissure was windy. So I guess we need to listen out for wind. I don't know where we're going to hear a lot of wind, but that is something to look out for. I'm wondering if the very first island we were on had winds. It's been a long time since we've explored that area. I feel like it's time to go back and poke around a little bit. So the easiest way is probably going to be down here. Love this animal's mouth. Is this animal the same creature in the little school game where the like figures were dropping into the mouths? Because like those teeth look similar. What was that sound? That was like a rumbling sound, like a guttural dinosaur sound. Is that going to be important? Maybe it was just this thing moving. Does it make that sound when it opens up? Oh, okay, it was just that. But good to know that that's the sound that this guy makes. If one of the eyeballs made this sound, then we would know what symbol to press in the animal puzzle. But I don't think any of them made that sound. Oops. And are there any side chambers in here that we've missed? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, that's the frog one. Frog is number... Put it down. Frog is number 3. Okay, going back to the first island, I think. I think that's where we're going right now. Yeah, it's been a long time since I came back here. I'm hoping that the time since we came here, or in the time since we've been here last, like, going back will jog my memory, we'll notice new things. And maybe I'll even, ooh. Okay, maybe this isn't a new area. I was hoping this is a new area, but maybe it's just so we can look at the ride we're about to get on when you first come here. Oh yeah. The hologram. Scary, scary hologram. Do I need to be a pixel hunter? Are there like little things I need to look for to click? Hmm. Doesn't seem to be the case. Let's go back out here. Oh wait, so was that not the first island that we were on? And also I forgot. Oh, no, that is the same giant golden dome. It's just like on the next isle. Wait a second. Are we... Is the very first island the giant dome island? Are those the same? Is the one isle... Are we missing an island? Or wait. Or is this that one island? I'm very lost. I'm very turned around right now. Maybe that's the island that we haven't been on? I don't see a way to get there. Hmm. Anyways, we need to listen for animal noises. Because I was not thinking about animal noises the first time I was here. Oh, look, there's a little cliff down there. Interesting. Am I supposed to look for something? Is there a way to get down here? Is that important? Because that looks like a path. That's the Golden Dome. Okay. And we're on the island with the Golden Dome. So, I think I named the islands wrong. Because I had Bubble Island, Paper Making Island, Big Gold Dome. and Microscope Island, because the microscope is right around here. But is Big Gold Dome and Microscope Island the same island? And if so, what island am I missing? Also, is this an elevator? I feel like this has to be an elevator, right? And maybe that's what we're missing. Maybe this elevator takes us down below the cliffs to this area, wherever that is. I really want to get down there now. It's gotta be an elevator, right? Like you turn this once and it opens up the cage, turn it another way, and then it sends you down the elevator. But it doesn't work while this is jammed in there. I feel like we should be able to just reach out and pull that out, but it's not letting us. Why? Why is it not letting us? More cliffs that we can look at. It's exciting. Yeah, that's the Golden Dome. That for sure is the Golden Dome. So how do we get to this mysterious other island we've never been to? Or is it one that we've been to and I just didn't realize it? Boy, would I love to solve this puzzle. Okay, we're gonna have to turn on the steam for this again. Well, I guess we're not gonna have to because we don't know the code. Okay, but the fact that we can see one of these little daggers here makes me think that there's a specific area we need to get down here that's going to help us with the rebel puzzle. Because that's the rebel knives, and they leave them as clues. And so the way that this chamber is shaped, there's only two areas we could get to from this area that started with the dagger. This guy on the right to the Golden Dome, which could be where they wanted us to send us, but doesn't quite feel right. This feels like a again creation. But we can also go to this area on the left. So we need to turn 2 times. We need to turn this around 2 times and try going there. I think. Whoops. I don't remember what was there. I know we've been to all the different hallways in this, right? Maybe we haven't and I just missed one. Okay, and this is not the one that I want to go in right now, but that's good to know because that leads back to the Golden Dome. Oh, and there's a little mini Golden Dome. Oh, that's the other dome that has the dome puzzle. Turning this one more time, and then we'll go back to the secret rebel tunnel. That's not really secret. It's right there, really easy to see. It's locked, but you can climb under it really easy. I think your sound went out. Nope, that was me. I hear him. Okay, good. I do appreciate comments about the sound, because it's hard for me to tell if the sound isn't working. But I'm glad it is working still. So the rebels just want me to know about this? That doesn't feel right. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Also, I'm not noticing a lot of animal noises. Or a lot of wind for where the fissure could be. Yeah. The new version, the gate just falls down when you touch it. That's a change you like. Oh, really? Did you play the demo of the new version? I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet. I think I want to wait on the new version myself until I finish the first version. What I've decided. Okay, so there's a lot of steam happening right now. Not wind, but steam. Oh, you watched it. Okay. Yeah, wait till you finish this. Okay. I think that's probably the best course of action to take. I don't know. Should I brute force figure this guy out? I guess. Why are the buttons not working? The buttons normally click. Maybe I just have to move this up before they'll let me click it. We'll move it all the way up. This is such a rewarding game to complete. Okay. I bet. This felt rewarding. I know that. So I'm excited to deal it with this one. I was about to get excited because it looked like there were little colors here, and I thought maybe it was related to the color puzzle, but they're all the same exact little blue color. I don't think it's on purpose. I think it's just kind of, oh, that's kind of green. That's the only one that's green. Yeah, that's not important. Hmm. I'm still really at a loss on how to solve this one. Like, do we just need to use, like, do we need to use the dome number? The dome code? Is that going to help us somehow? Because I think all of those numbers were, underneath 5, right? If we number this 1 through 5, we could do 1, 2 for 12, 1, 4 for 14, 2, I guess there's no 0. There's no 0. And then 2, 2 for 22, 2, 5 for 25. We just did it. It didn't do anything. Okay. That was my only idea here. Devastated to see that it didn't magically solve it. See, again, in his journals, didn't talk about a microscope ever. He did talk about he did talk about him observing the stars at the very beginning of his journal, though. He said something about he's paused his study of the movements of the stars around the fissure because he had other more pressing matters. I think the island was falling apart or something. But I can't tell. Does it look like we should get up above this and see if there's glass on the top, because maybe this is a telescope and not a microscope. But if it is a telescope and not a microscope, then it doesn't make total sense why you would be able to look in through it through here and also want to open this trapdoor underneath it and move it down. Like, what's the point of moving it down if you can already see outside the telescope here? But maybe there's something I'm just not thinking about. Oh, I didn't want to go there yet. Or not right now. Okay, it looks like that could be glass at the top that you look out of. Not totally sure. Maybe it's dual purpose. Maybe you can see up and down. Microscope and telescope. Anyways, here's this puzzle again. Or this diagram again. I don't even know if it's a puzzle. It looks like this is just the walkway, a diagram of the walkway. And these are pointing to the different islands, the domes on the different islands. It's like the big dome had babies and gave them all their own island. I'm getting warmer. Okay. And I bet it's warm in here. It sounds steamy. And let's see, is this the walkway around? Because we can go all the way over here and go out. And this leads to Oh yeah, that just like drops the walkway. Which we don't really want to happen, right? I don't think so. Hmm. Oh no, this is the one that drops that walkway. Or it did. I'm very confused. I thought this walkway was uncrossable. Wait, so this one's releasing steam again now. You say I'm getting warmer. I do appreciate that as a hint. I like knowing that I'm getting closer to something, at least. So this one's releasing steam again. Do you want to make them all release steam? Hmm. You'll shut up? Okay. Can't shut up right now. Not when I'm this close. Just kidding, you can't. Already been there. Very warm. Wait a second. Oh, we've been in there, right? Or have we? Because there's that pipe that goes out to here. And the roller coaster does kind of come. No, the roller coaster comes from the opposite side of the island, all the way over here. But I saw one coming out of this little cave. Is that the one that we go in, or is there a different one? Isn't that a beautiful view looking at the dome in the distance? Okay, that felt obvious. I don't know what it's obvious of, but I do see something up there inside the center of the dome. So maybe something will change when I change the steam. Will that thing like move up or down, maybe? I feel like the sound's the same inside. What's in the room with the door? I'm not sure which room you were talking about. Room with a door. Okay, there was steam that we could let out around here. And it has the diagram of this little bridge. So it makes sense that it would, oops, let me down here. At least at one point, but it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't seem to reset it. Anyways, let's turn this one off. And let's turn this one off. So they're both not releasing steam, they're sending steam through these pipes. Which maybe will send steam into the middle of this guy here and do something. Let's look at the view from over here. Because maybe that's gonna look different. Or maybe it's not. Does that look different? Hmm. What's in the room with the door? You're talking about this door's arc? I want to say something so bad. Oh no. Okay, well, I'll keep wandering around that area and see if my brain kicks in. Is the whole thing lifting up? Is that what's going on? It feels like this line might be taller than it was before. But maybe not. No, that doesn't make sense. And the sound feels the same in here. I guess there's one more steam vent that we know about. Let's go ahead and close that. We have to go... Wait. Oops. I have to turn this a few times to get there. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared I'm not going to get what you guys are all knowing and hoping that I find. It helps to slow down and be observant. Okay, I'll be slower. Walked right past. Okay, I'll walk slower too. I too tend to get excited and go run to run to the places that I want to get to. But I'll slow down, see if it helps me with anything. And let's see, how many more do I need to turn this? At least one more, I think. So maybe this golden dome, we need to turn something on in the golden dome before it powers all those little small domes. And then all of those domes will be ready. Oh, I just broke my promise. I walked super duper fast, didn't I? I'm trying to slow down and be observant. Are you like that in real life? I am like that in real life. I do walk very quickly. Okay, so that's not the spot that I wanted to turn this to, I think. I think I might have turned this too far. Or maybe not. No, no, no. I think I didn't turn it quite far enough. Now it's probably far enough. And now I can mess with the steam in that last steam vent area that I know about. Fuzzy Juzzy, you walk fast too? Okay, I have a real question that I don't think is a spoiler. Tell me if it's a spoiler and say that you won't answer it if it is a spoiler, but I don't think it's a spoiler. The writing on the walls in here, are we going to decipher this at all in this game? Or do we just need to figure it out later? Is it just like lore, like Easter egg stuff that won't actually be solved in the game? Nope, we won't solve it in the game. Isn't it a gay thing? It is a gay thing. That is the reason that I walk fast, I'm pretty sure. I need to take deep breaths and slow down. Maybe that'll cure me of my homosexuality. We're all just reinforcing stereotypes in here. We are, it's true. Okay, steam is escaping now from multiple different spots. I can only think of those 3 spots where there was a place to move steam around. But I'm gonna walk slowly back to the dome and see if I notice anything different. Steam is the right idea. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I want to get back to that dome. I don't think this leads me to the dome, does it? I might need to turn it more. Or nope. I'm like pausing on every screen. Is that something important? Is there like a... Do I need to be able to get on top of that, maybe? I think it's okay to give clues about this part because you could potentially miss it for hours. I don't want to wander around for hours, so I appreciate it. Now that I'm back in here, I think it sounds the same. That's like usually my clue in these mist games when you're dealing with like steam or water, like you can hear a difference in the spot where it's supposed to change something. But I don't think I hear a difference right now. Or maybe I do. Maybe those things are happening faster. Is the water moving up and down, maybe? Is that what I'm supposed to be looking for? But that's not something I can see when I look at the dome from a distance, right? So maybe that's not what I'm trying to be finding, or what I'm trying to observe. Okay. I forgot what that was and got really excited, but now I remembered what it is and it's boring. We already solved that, right? Okay, well, I do want to go across that bridge, so let's bring that back up. And I don't think this is one of those puzzles where we can press the button and then jump on it, right? Like my cursor definitely disappeared. But where does that go down to? Where does this... Excuse me, where does this go down to? Have I been down there? Oh yeah, I have, because that leads to the Golden Dome. Something I want to say there too. Hmm. It does look like there's another little observatory point over there. I don't know if that's one of the ones I've already been to or not. It likes to let us look up at this dome. It's not rotating, is it? Am I just like so disoriented that I'm not noticing when it points different directions? Okay, and this points back to where we started. I don't think we want to go back there right now. I should probably, let's keep tabs on where everything is inside here. So this exit leads to the walkway that's above the Golden Dome. And that is right here. We'll call this the main entrance. We'll call this the map entrance. And it's just one counterclockwise from the map entrance. If we go over here, good to think about the walkways. Walkways. What's going on with the walkways? We already opened this. I don't know if closing it's going to help us with anything, right? I almost feel like I hear more bubbles, but it's not a big enough change for me to think it's important. I'll leave it for now. Why not? So that's the one that leads above the dome. If we go around to the next walkway, the next exit, this one is the one that leads all the way over to this other island. That's the Map Maker Island, the one with Gens Island. So many bubbles in this game. It's true, there are a lot. Bubble Island, everything. Okay, that's one of the steam vents that we were at. And I don't remember. Were we trying to make them all release steam or them all not? We were trying to make them all release steam right now. I don't see steam coming out of it, but maybe it's just not animated because we're too far away. I thought we opened that one up. Also, this island right here, it does have two different... Oh, wait. Wait. We knew that. We knew that there were two different roller coasters going in and out of it. There was the one that leads to the chipper, the wood chipper, and there's the other one that comes out of Gen's lab. So I think that all makes sense. I don't think there's a thing that... Wait. Oh, that's just a pipe. This is a pipe. Leading to the golden tube that's in this island, which we haven't figured out how to stop. But, yeah. Definitely on the right track. Okay. All not was the goal because they started all releasing. So all not. Okay. Well, we should definitely do that again. There's this lever. And that makes it just unwalkable, right? Like we weren't able to get down it. But now... Now we can go through... If we change the steam towards this vent, will it let us go down to somewhere else? Will it let us go down, I don't know, to another walkway? Quite pleasing. That's an interesting angle. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. I want to go look at the dome from here. Well, hey Sassy Flower, welcome back. We're trying to solve this golden dome puzzle. I'm close to something, but I have no idea what it is. And we're trying not to spoil it yet. But, yeah, I'm confused. Maybe my power was out and my internet is down, but I'm here to help. I'm glad you're back. I'm sad that your internet is down. That's a bummer. We love big domes. Big dome fans. I've always said that. Okay. So this walkway right here, it does... I can't tell if it goes into this dome area and it's just one of the lower dome areas that we come out of. I think I'm going to test out that theory. Because if not, then there's probably no reason to try and drop this floor anywhere. Xfinity, boo. But also turn on my Wi-Fi. They can die after they turn on your Wi-Fi. How about that? Okay, yeah, so that other pathway does look like it comes underneath this one. So I'll walk slowly down there in case I miss anything. It's so bad Comcast trying to make us forget, but I never will. Never forget. Never forget the Alamo, or whatever they say. Yep, so this is leading us to that walkway. That's good to know. And, yeah. This one is what allowed us to drop that walkway so we could walk into the big dome. Very warm here. So this one's not releasing, and it was releasing before. So I think that's what we want it to do right now, right? We want to keep it not releasing. And once all of them are not releasing, maybe something interesting will happen. Ooh, what noise is that? It was like a little pigeon sound or something. I thought you were talking about my house without AC, lol. You don't have internet and you don't have AC either? What are you doing? Okay, and this brings us where? This brings us down somewhere. I don't remember where this was, but it must have been important. Hopefully. Oh yeah, this is how we got back to there. AC is back now, thank Jeebus. I'm glad. I'm glad you have at least something, Sassy Flower. Oh, Sassy Flower, we figured out this puzzle, and I'm so excited about it. Wait till you see how creepy this is. This thing opens up in the most melodramatic way possible. But we figured out how numbers work in this game, and that's how we were able to solve it. I think that's right. Yeah. Watch this. It's crazy. It's crazy. This elevator is connected with the one above on the bridge, so when it's lowered, the upper platform fills the path you just left. This elevator is connected with the one above on the bridge, so when it's lowered, the upper platform fills the path you just left. Okay. So can we get higher? Is that the trick? Like we can I'm struggling to understand, but I think the goal is to get higher and look at the dome from up top, be on top of the dome. But yeah, isn't this crazy, Sassy Flower? Like, so dramatic. And it doesn't work, though. It's a linking book. We're supposed to be able to get into it, but it's not powered right now. So, still figuring out how to do that. It started in a lowered position, so you couldn't tell it to go down until after you raised it before. It started in the lowered position, so you couldn't tell it to go down until after you raised it before. Okay. Okay. So tell it to go down. So are there like two elevators above each other? And like we were up on this one and wait. My brain is not braining today very well. So we came from over somewhere over here. Oh, right there. That's the elevator that took us down. And if we bring it in the higher position now, maybe we can go up somehow? Maybe? Let's press it without going on it. Maybe that'll do something. Is it moving? It's moving without us. Is there something below that we can get to? Oh, no, there's not. We've already tried that. Let's bring it back down. So it does sound like there's two elevators moving. Because like this one finished moving, and then we heard something else happening above us, I assume. So let's go up. And see what we can do. And we're not going to press this one right now because that'll just take us back down. But we want to go up there and... No, it doesn't look like there's anywhere to go higher. That theory seems to be falling through. Where does this lead again? Are there any secret side caves? No, that was just rock. Just a rock. Very warm. Okay. Well, this one's not releasing. I think that's what we want, right? Assuming we want them all to not be spewing out steam. We want it to go somewhere. Yeah, let's go back up. How many steam vents are there? Like I said, I think there's only 3. Ooh, Some of these are black and some of these are gold. Is that a special pattern? Is that going to be important somehow? That feels like a very Riven kind of thing to do. Put a secret staircase puzzle that you're not even going to think about. Okay, so they all have those are all open triangles, not like dark green and light green. They're just open and it looks light green and dark green based on whatever's behind it. So, we got gold, 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 black, gold, 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 black, gold, black, gold, black, gold, black, gold, gold. What? And some of them look like they're half black, half gold. So what could that mean? And also, it is kind of, it makes me feel like it's not that important just because it's hard to see all of them. But I'm going to try and write them down anyways, just in case that's important anywhere. So we got gold, gold, gold. 3 gold. I'll just use G's. So 3G. And then one that looks... I don't know, is that actually black and gold, or is it just like in the shadows? Is there just a shadow on it for some reason? But also, never mind, maybe there's an... I don't think there should be a lot of shadows in here because there's not a lot of light sources. There's just these light sources next to them. It just looks like lighting to me. Oh yeah, because this light is like above this part, so it's gotta... You're right. You're right, this is just light. This one's in the shadow because the lights are above it. They're blocked by the top of that step. Okay. Walk to them and see if the colors change, then it's a shadow. I think... Yeah, I think it's a shadow. Anyways, we know there's another steam vent in here, and I don't remember which direction we had it going. I think we had it going... Wait, how do we get back to it? Wait, I want to look at this first. See, that looks like a platform that we want to get to, right? It doesn't look like this. Ooh, what was that? What is this? Is that important? Is that something I've done yet? Hey! Okay, okay. Excited. I'm so excited. I love finding new areas. Okay. Now we just need to figure out how to get back there. Do I need to crawl everywhere still, or can I go a little fast? I think I want to go a little fast. Okay, so we need to figure out how to get back to that area from the other side. Yay! Bingo! Okay, that's not where we want to go, but this one is releasing steam. That's not what we want, right? Let's turn that off so it's not releasing steam. It's sending it somewhere else. But yeah, we don't want to... We need to keep circling this around till I find the right angle to get to. Yay, thanks guys. Thanks for being patient and not spoiling it. Took me a while, but we finally got there. Okay. Yep. This is where I want to be because then I can turn this a few more times. And then it'll get back to that... the beginning of that lever area, maybe? Maybe. Not totally sure, actually. We'll see. Did the whole walkway raise, or did it, like, tilt up? And are we going to be able to walk on it from this side? This is why teaching is so rewarding. I feel if you miss that switch early on, you'll never see it. Yeah, that's the hard part about this games, is once you've seen an area once, you assume there's nothing else there, so you just like run right past it, or at least I do. I need to be more patient, I guess. That is one of the little details that really gets frustrating over time. Once you get it, things can potentially click into place. Okay. Fuzzy, are you related to a bear? What? Am I gonna understand the bear references? Eventually? Hopefully? Okay, what's up here? I'm so excited. Is this where the fissure is, maybe? Also fancy walkway. Love the ambiance, love the walkway lighting. This looks like a masher. Look up it. It's gonna mash me as soon as I get into it. What does this do? Well, thank God I wasn't standing there. Okay. Interesting. Wait. Haha, what kind of bear? Like that hidden panel in the last game on Treehouse Island. Bear equals gay. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. To Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? He was not. Okay, so what did this do? What is going? I kind of want to lift it back up and walk to the other side just to see what's over there. But after that, I want to drop it down and see what changed. Like, what's going on down below? Oh, a book press. Maybe it's to make books. I still hope that we get to make our own book. Ooh, look at all these colors. Wait. Oh. Ooh. Ah. I don't know how to do this. Interesting. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. We knew that 6 colors were important. And it looks like these are the same colors that the lights lined up with, except one extra, which was the broken one. And is that purple? That must be purple. Our missing color is purple. Now we need to figure out where to place them on this grid, I guess. And okay, I have some worries. I have an idea that worries me because it feels like it's going to be hard to figure out. But each one of those small golden domes has one of those like color symbols on it, right? That's in gold. And each one of those color symbols lines up with one of these, right? And now we know all the symbols for those because like the eye symbol is yellow, the Pokeball symbol is orange, etc. Now I think we need to go to the visualizer and because it had the quadrants that look kind of like this, right? Oh yeah, and even yeah, because that's Bubble Island, and like this one right here is that's the paper making island. See, it's all like blocked off, like the bubble visualizer thing is. We're gonna have to place each of these in the spots where the domes are, I'm guessing, right? I think I missed some of the chat. Let's see what's going on. Waffle make. Ooh, a waffle maker. This would be a cool waffle maker. I would love to have waffles that were like that textured. Drop it like it's hot. You already know what's over there if you think about it. Do I? I think I saw the other side. Am I just gonna see the other islands? Chinese checkers. Okay. No, it's not Chinese checkers. Oh man. Dang it. That game is really fun. I guess we need like the star shape to play Chinese checkers. But anyway, oh, it doesn't look like it's gonna let me walk over there, which is a bummer. But okay, so we have a plan. Let's go ahead and see if we can follow through. You sunk my battleship. You have a weird battleship if this was what sunk it. What kind of battleship shape are you doing? So, yeah, let's go to the visualizer and write down a lot of notes. We're ready for this. To Bubble Island. And I'm gonna run there, so tell me if I'm missing stuff. Okay, now to the other ride, which is over here. A fleet of tiny rafts. They'll never see it coming. Good point, good point. Good strategy. And that's how you cheat at Battleship. You just make all your battleships tiny. Split them up. You should join the Navy. Yeah, probably. You probably should. Oh, this one's gonna be hard to place. The one that's down here, because it's underground, and I don't think it's gonna show up on the visualizer. Still not sure how to use this to stop it. But we should just keep in mind that it is right here where this pipe comes through. Maybe that'll help us. Okay, here's how we get to Bubble Island. I kind of told you what the visualizer was for. You kind of did. You gave me hints. I don't remember what they were, but I didn't understand them yet. But now I think I do. We finally got there. But I'm worried it's gonna be hard to like place those on an actual like spot on that diagram. Like, is it gonna be obvious what dot I'm supposed to put it on, or is it gonna be like hard? Are there gonna be like two dots that it's like straddling, and I'm gonna have to decide which one it is? That's what I'm worried about. Okay, so this island, which is paper making island, the where's the dome there? That does look like a little spot where the dome could be. I kind of think that's where it is, actually. You can do it? Okay. I believe myself. Oh, that's the toy your grandpa stole. This thing? My grandpa stole it? Oh yeah, it is. The one he stole from like the from like the donation center drop off. He was dropping off stuff and then stole one of those like face press toys where you like have all the little pins and needles. But okay. So actually this might not be that hard because in this little quadrant right here on that giant map, this is very obviously in the second one from the left, second one from the bottom. So let's make a note of that, and then we're gonna have to figure out what color it is too, which will be hard, but I'm gonna make a big diagram and I don't know, we'll draw it from there. From Goodwill. You guys know Mist lore, I know Hiccup lore. Bring out the graph paper. Oh yes, I wish I had graph paper. That would be nice. You know, you can turn it around too. That is good to know. But I think right now it's right. I think it's in the right orientation right now, right? Because, yeah, we want it in this orientation specifically, I think. I just took a pic of the waffle island iron. That's a good idea. I should just take a picture too. Or I should take a picture of this one. So, Bookmaker Island is that. Um, let's go pick a different island. Let's pick this one, the one that we're on right now, which we call Map Island or Bubble Island, whichever one you want to, whichever name you prefer. I prefer Bubble Island. I think that's more fun. The big steaming crater. Big steaming crater. Just these islands, you mean, that we're looking at? Okay. so we know it's... Oh, we already know it's over here. In this one. And this is where rotating it would come in handy, I guess. Over here. So it's on the edge of it. It's 1, 2, 3 up. Let's rotate this all the way till it's in the same positioning we'll see back on the dot map. Little Dippin' Dots map, if you will. They kind of look like Dippin' Dots. So it'll be on this square. Let me diagram that for myself. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. It'll be in this square. And 1, 2, 3 up. I'm really bad at drawing this. I hope I remember my... I hope I can read my own notes afterwards. Okay. This island, the Villager's Island. What is this one? Be... This is a big island. It's gonna be... Might be difficult to find. I can't tell. Is that the That's not the dome. That's like Gen's like little observation chamber, isn't it? Or maybe it's not. Oof. This is gonna be hard. Well, there goes Yamaha's food. In case you were wondering what noise that was. It's dinner time. This is going to be difficult. Because this dome is like in the middle of a whole bunch of trees. And so I feel like it's going to be really masked by that. I don't know how I'm going to solve this one. After you finish this game, you're basically qualified enough to join the CIA, I think. For sure, for sure. What is this guy here? Why is this so square? Have I been there? Maybe? I'm really disoriented. I don't know what is where on this map right now. Like, where is the... Okay, so this is where the village is, right? And this is like that little camera in the lagoon. And I want to say Gen's like observation thing should be up here, right? Like right up here. And then I'm really struggling to see a dome in all of this. Is that a little dome? Doesn't quite look like one. We might have to go to the island and kind of guesstimate where it is, based on where other things are. The remake changes up this puzzle quite a bit, I think. Okay. I hope this thing looks better in the new game. I hope so. I kind of hope so too. But I do enjoy the retroness of it a little bit. Just makes it feel a little cool. Okay, I think I'm just gonna guess that it's this right here. I know that looks to me more like the observation chamber than the dome, but it's really the only obvious thing that I can find So I'm just going to call this the dome. And that is, well, let me get this in the right orientation. And I'm just going to have to make a whole new map on a whole new page so I have room for all of this. So on this big Utah symbol with the looking thing, we've got that. We've got that many squares, and it's in this one. And then inside of that, it is in, let's see, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, it's a 5 by 5 grid, 25. We draw a 5 by 5 grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. This one is going to be in 1, 2, 3, 4th from the left, or second from the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Okay. And I'm going to draw new notes for the other ones, just so I don't forget what they were, because my old notes were so bad. And the other one, in the little Tetris L symbol, it's in the little leg. And inside of that little leg, we've got the 5 by 5 grid. 3, 4, and it is, which one? Oh yeah, it's third up from the bottom left corner. And then the only other one that we've done was the square, the Bubble Island one. No, we're on Bubble Island. That was the Bookmaker Island. Bookmaker Island. It was in which square? Top left. And inside of that, we need a 5 by 5 grid. Sorry, I know this is boring to listen to me draw things, but I need to know where they are. And oh yeah, that one was just 2 in from the left and the bottom. Okay. 2 more islands to go. Do we know there was an off-limits area in the demo that they patched out that suggests it? Okay. Does anyone know that he got the right thing? Yeah, he's right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Have we found the coordinates for Bubble Island yet? So this is Bubble Island. And we're on Bubble Island. And all these little islands are just diagrams of the other islands that we're on. So we are on this guy right here. This is the island that had the map maker area. This was the one that had like the giant dome on it. This is the one that had the village on it. And I don't know what this one is. At first I thought it was where we started with like the little microscope and stuff, but that's actually just right here. I don't know if we've been to this one and I just didn't realize it, or if we just haven't seen it at all yet. In fact, maybe we haven't seen it at all. But anyways, let's look at this island. Giant Dome Island. We know we've seen that one kind of close to the giant dome. Let's see if we can find it in the visualizer. Maybe the people have to let us go there. Maybe. Maybe we have to earn their trust, or maybe the rebels are on that island. That would be weird, because Gen didn't like the rebels, and probably doesn't know a lot about them. But that would be weird if he knew what their home base island was, because I feel like he would have went and wiped them out or something. But maybe that's where they are. Okay, visualizer. Show me what you got. Don't see it there. Oh, it's right there. That was easy. Let's get this in the right position. Nope, it's not there. It's right here. So I'm gonna draw that little symbol first, the 5 squares. And it's in that kind of top right one, not quite top right, but then within that it is, oh yeah, it's right there. So it's in the top left corner, is that right? Just because I'm bad at turning things around inside my head, I'm going to move it back to the right spot. Yeah, it's up there in the top left corner of this square. Can't we just brute force the puzzle? If you form a solution every second, you would finish in 1.8 billion years? Did you just do the math, Travos? How many... Sounds like grad school. You did do that. That's impress. That's impressive. That's impress. Let's just call things impress now. That's impress, Stravos. But, yeah, because how many different colors and how many different spots, while other colors and other spots. Yeah, you can probably join the CIA for that math problem. I bet. I bet they would take you for that. Maybe that's the kind of math you have to do before you can get to Mysterium. All right. Here is the island we don't know if we've been on or not. There's only one square to look for it. And that looks like the dome right there. So let me turn this back around to the right position. Not there, it's up here. So it's this one, second one from the left on the top. And I'm gonna draw a 5x5 diagram. And it's this one right here. Okay. We know where all of them are. Now we just need to figure out what colors they're supposed to be. I think this is going to be the hard part. Because, for instance, this one right here, this thing is broken. It's not pointing at the dome in the right spot, so it's hard to see which symbol is in gold when it's spinning. I would color code each island. Yes, okay, yes, let's color code them. But how? See, it's not looking at the right spot. Maybe we turn it on and then just look at it while it's spinning and hope that our eyes work really fast, it'll work. Yamaha has joined us again. Okay. Let's see. So it's that one right there. I'm not totally sure, but that looks like it's the Pokeball one, right? The Overlord is back. Yep, the Yam Man himself. He loves desk time. It's his new thing. He only found out about this like a week ago. He can sit on the desk while I'm here and get pets. Okay, but that color, what color is the Pokeball one? That one's orange. So I'm gonna tentatively say that this island is supposed to be orange. I'll put a question mark next to it so I remember that we don't know that for sure. But let's go see if we can find the other ones. Meow. Let's see. Yep, yep. Oh. He's knocking over my water. Yeah, you might be losing desk privileges soon. Which island is next? This one leads to... This leads to what again? This leads to the Bookmaker Island? Mapmaker Island, I mean? No, Bookmaker Island, not Mapmaker. Let's see if we can figure out what... Well, no, I don't know if we can figure out this color. Because we can't figure out how to stop it. Because let me show you. The one that's in here, it's like... It's really annoying. The little like clicker to stop it from spinning looks like it is in a different room, and I can't figure out how to get to that room. Because, like, it's not over here. And look, you can see there's this little thing on the wall. Like, maybe you can look at it from this other chamber in this other room and click it and turn it off. But, I don't know how to get there. So I don't know how to figure out what color this is. I mean, I can kind of guess, right? That it's like... No, I don't know. I'm kind of guessing that it's one of the sideways eyes. I'm not totally sure which one it is. Yam loves desk time. I love floor time. Well, floor time's the best. Maybe we can trade places Freaky Friday style. Yeah, you should do that. We'll get a fortune cookie and you and Yam can share it. My cat likes to sit in front of my screen on the desk. He just majestically plops himself there until I give him attention. Sounds like him and Yamaha would get your cat and Yamaha would get along well. Orange. Can I say it? Please, or at least a hint? Ooh. I don't know. I'm gonna say no for now. I do want a hint, but I don't want it just yet. I think I want to try and solve it on my own still. Okay, the fact that you... Thank you. The fact that you, like, wanted to say something told me that there was something obvious that I was missing. Okay. Nice. Yay! One of those circles on the spinning dome is orange. Yeah, it's the gold one, and I think the gold one correlates with which color, or which symbol that one's supposed to be. And each one of those symbols means a color. So we'll look at this one. We'll get it to stop. And the one that's orange is the one that we want to find. I'm just spamming this till I hit it at the right time. Oh, but it does look like the sideways Pokeball. Come on. There we go. Yep, sideways Pokeball is what it is. And so we wrote down the names of those colors because we found them out somewhere else. Sideways Pokeball means purple. This is a purple one. Oh man, I missed a lot. Symbols and colors and numbers and grids, so much. But that's okay. We'll get you caught up. Just ask questions whenever you don't understand something. So there's that, 22, and 20, 14, and 12. We're gonna well, there's really no point in opening this right now. Other than I love it. I love how dramatic it is. I'm gonna open it up anyways. I love that it encloses you when you open it. Like that. Like, ooh. That just like... What's the word? That just like... It's a trick move. It's like you're expecting to open something up, but it actually is closing you up. Like a psych. Uno reverse. And of course it doesn't work still because we haven't powered the giant golden dome, but we're getting there. What's annoying when you think about it is it's the same trick they did 3 times. First the paths behind the double doors right there, once when you find the animal switches, and then this again. That is kind of annoying. I can't imagine not catching on to that trick and just being stuck the entire game. I feel like that would drive me crazy. But yes, that was sideways Pokeball, so that was purple, and so I need to write that down on the Bookmaker Island. Bookmaker Island is purple. Symbolism. The most important clues are given behind closed doors. The bourgeoisie. They all get the most important clues. Okay, let's go to the next island. And I guess I'm trying to think about if I have seen 5 of these domes or just 4. Because we've seen that one just now. We've seen the one on Bubble Island, we've seen the one near the village, and of course we've seen the one that's close to the giant dome. I'm trying to think, I don't know if I've seen another one besides that. Which means maybe we haven't been to the 5th island. And I mean, we could probably just guess what color is left, because there's only going to be 2 colors left, and use that for the last one. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I kind of want to get to this other island. I haven't been on the little island. There's no trams to it. Okay. Well, if this isn't a spoiler, can you just let me know, do I need to get to that island now, or am I going to get to it later? Like, am I going to be able to get to that island before I solve this little color Dippin' Dot puzzle? Or should I not worry about it until after I solve the color Dippin' Dot puzzle? Later. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Because otherwise I would just wander around forever and try to find it. I wonder what the roller coaster ride is like in VR. Like, is that going to give us... Are we going to get, like, a little doozy, little dizzy when we do that? I'm so excited for when it comes out. The new remake. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be anything interesting that happens because we solve this puzzle before we solve the animal puzzle. If we solve this before the animal puzzle. Like, is that gonna choose like a different path for us, or like a different experience for us if we, like, what am I saying? Like, is that gonna help make us like choose one faction versus the other, like on Gen's side or the rebel side? Or does it not matter which order we solve them in? You have to have someone spin you around during this part in VR. Yeah, the roller coasters should be wild in VR. Only slightly. Okay. I can handle slightly. I might is that something that I'm gonna have to like go back and do over again? Try it the other way just to see if there's like a different ending, or is it not gonna change that much? Wait, what's the story there? The rebels and who? Oh, okay. So if you remember Atris from Myst, he was the dad who had like the 2 evil brothers, or the 2 evil sons. Um, Atris's own dad, so Blue Brothers and Red Brothers' grandpa, is trapped on this island. Atris stuck him there on purpose, because supposedly he's evil and has evil plans. And Atris is trying to get off. He has Catherine, Atris's wife, trapped here with him, and the island's falling apart because Gen is really bad at building islands, apparently. So Atris sent us here to rescue Catherine and somehow escape without letting Gen out, is what we're doing. Yeah. And then, anyways, there's a village here, and the village has some rebels who are rebelling against Gen, I guess. We don't know much about them yet. But they have this little animal puzzle that we need to solve. Yeah. I knew it would be the grandpa. This family needs therapy. They kind of do. Trapped? Yep, she's trapped here somewhere. I think we've seen her in a camera that Gen had set up to just watch her while she's trapped in her cage. But we're not totally sure it was her. Yeah. The boys tricked Catherine into coming here. Oh. Those damn boys. Where's Grandma next game? I hope Grandma's the most evil of the lot. I bet she's powerful. I bet she's... Yeah, I bet she's great. Maybe IDK actually LOL. I really hope so, though. You got my hopes up. The grandma's Hitler? Huh. Grandma was the thing that kept Grandpa sane. Is Grandpa insane now? Oh wait, we want to find the color. We don't need to open this. What color are you? That's crazy that it kind of opens up so you could get to the book, just like if you ran in really fast. Like maybe had your friend close this, and then you just jump in while they're over here. You would be stuck there, but if it was working, you could use the linking book and it would be fine. Where is Gen's wife? Let woman live, enough with the man children. Where is Gen's wife? Also, where is Gen? He's hiding on this other H. He has an office there. We know that. But I'm so interested to see what'll happen when we finally meet him. Oh, I forgot to notice what color that was. I got distracted. Sorry, guys. Let's do this again. Righty. And what's it gonna be? Okay, it's like the cat eye one. The one with like the slit in the middle of the eye. And that is the symbol for red. Island is red. And I mean, there's red behind it. Is that on purpose? Let's see. Which island is it? It's this one. So, Villager Island is red. Bubble Island is orange. The Bookmaker Island is purple. And then we have one more that we can find out, and then one that we're gonna have to guess. Because we haven't been there yet. This is where the village is too, which is where the red light would have been used commonly. Where the red light would have been used commonly. To, were the villagers like luring the little fish, the big fish creatures? Were they luring fish creatures to like harvest them? I guess they have a lot of those tusks around their village. Like those little tusks in their decorations, so maybe they farm those things. Maybe? We live in a dark sky, eco-conscious lifestyle. Yeah. Gen was luring it, not the villagers. Oh. So, why was Gen luring it? Why does he want these creatures? What's he doing with them? And also, why are there swords everywhere that are too big to use? Like, that is huge. What are people doing with these things? Okay, time to head back to this island. Think how you learned numbers. Okay. Think how you learned numbers, and that's related to why Gen was luring the fish. We learned numbers by oh my god, was he using? Was Gen luring the big old like evil fish to like? Was he luring the fish so he could like sacrifice villagers or like give them death sentences? Death sentences? Is that what he was doing? Did he like murder people with those sharks? Chomp. Yes. Oh, state unaliving. Well, that's morbid. That's not super fun. Okay. Oh, that's too high. We don't want to go up the way up there right now. How are we going to get back around? Or maybe we're too small. Honey, we shrunk the bookmakers. I never actually watched that movie. The one where they shrink the children. Is it good? Does it stand up? Does it hold up in today's day and age? Okay, we need to turn it again. Honey, I shrunk the linking book. Yeah. Or honey, I just turned off the linking book and now they're just blank and black and I can't use them. We are the myth makers. I am gonna be sad if we don't make a book in this. Just saying it right now. I can feel that we're probably not gonna make our own book in this game, but it would be so fun if we did. Whoops. That's not where I want to go. Where do I want to go? Do we know what there were swords? Maybe harpoons for the mean fish? Oh yeah. Maybe they had harpoons instead of swords and they fought off fish? I don't know. I don't know. What would the title of my memoir be? I don't know. King of brute force, apparently. I'm holding on to that still. I don't remember which one of you said that. But I will hold on to that till the day I die. I'm gonna hold a grudge. What gets me is everything was turned off and blocked after the stranger's arrival, but there was no sign of it, like it happened instantly. Everything was turned off. Blocked. Whoa, hot. Did you get what I said came from? What I said came from. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Zork. You might need to clarify. But what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get down to the little dome over here. Nope, not there. We need to go down this elevator. We are the myth makers. Interesting. So are you, like the character that we're playing, are we the myth maker? Is that what you're saying? Right. So is this whole Golden Dome thing just to power the small Golden Domes? Or is something else going to happen when we solve this puzzle? The linking books were functioning, then the stranger arrives and they got turned off and bridges and things were opened up to block your easy progression. Just seems odd that nothing would have been seen by the stranger. That is interesting. I mean, we did show up in that one specific spot that was in a cage. Maybe there was like a mechanism inside that cage that would sense when someone came in and just automatically turn things off. Or maybe, I mean, Gen's not even on, he's not at Riven right now. He's on that little side island that he found, that side age. Maybe he turned everything off before he went to the side age, just to make sure no one can mess with things. Maybe. Quote from Willy Wonka. Ah! It's been a long time since I saw that. I did watch Wonka with Timothy Chalamet. Not my favorite movie, but it was interesting. Were they warned that we were coming? Maybe. So in the very first scene, we show up, we're behind a cage, and one of the villagers comes up and steals a book from us and tries to run away, and then one of the rebels shoots that guy with a blow dart, and then takes the book from him, but then lets us out of the cage before he runs away. So, I don't know. I'm confused about what everyone's intentions are, what they're going for. Yeah. Anyways, I again forgot to notice what symbol was on this. Let's try this again. He wrote his own age, but then how can he monitor anything in Riven while stuck in his own age? Yeah. Well, we do need to send... That makes me think of the fact that we need to send something from Riven back to Atris as a sign, or we need to send some sort of signal to him, saying we found Catherine and that he can come and pick us up. So maybe if we find out how Gen, excuse me, maybe if we find out how Gen is watching Riven while he's not in Riven, maybe that'll give us a clue on how to send a signal. That poor giraffe. I liked it. Huh. Gen knows someone will eventually come, but assumes it will be Atris. Ask Yam what he thinks. Yam, what do you think? He thinks that he's itchy. He doesn't know what I'm up to, but he thinks I should spend more time itching him. Okay, just don't step on my keyboard, Yam. He's itching his face up against the monitor now. Oh, I need to keep clicking this. Okay, come on. We'll wait till it turns right here. Oh. This one doesn't want to go right now. Insightful, yeah. Your cat is Issa Fox. Is in need of food? He still has food in his food bowl. He's okay. Don't let Yam get hypnotized by the pattern. And I might have missed it again. Was it the boob symbol, the circle with a single dot in it? Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Like green, right? It was a boob. Okay, good to know. Oh, you can see it when you close it too? Oh. Okay, so this one is the boob symbol, which is green. And then that only leaves blue and yellow for the last island. So I think we have enough information to solve that puzzle. Let me catch up on the chat first real quick. Okay. As soon as Catherine arrived, Gen began preparing to capture Atris while striving to keep control of the locals despite Catherine egging them on to more rebellious acts. So is she in charge of the rebellion? Then he'll turn evil like the Book Brothers. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't want that to happen to Yam. You can see when you close it, it was a boob. His name is Yam. It's a food. Oh, maybe he needs to eat yams. Yam, are you looking at the camera? Slow blinking at the camera. He trusts you. That's what it means. When he slow blinks when you're around, it means he trusts you. Yeah, the dome takes a second to start up again, and you're close enough to look. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Maybe that'll help us with the last one. And oops, his name is Yamaha, just because we call him Yam because we are cool like that. Yeah. But I mean, kind of named after a yam by like loosely associated with yams. Catherine is originally from Riven, so those are her people, and she's trying to protect them from and free them from Gen. Oh. Okay. That is something interesting to think about, is where people are from in this game. Like, oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that. Come back down, please. Like, where do we come from? Which age are we from? And then which one is Atris from? Where is Gen from? Like, how do they find each other? How do they know about jumping from different ages? I feel like there's so much of the, like, basic, like, structural lore that we don't know still. But that's half the fun. All this info gets revealed in the game later. Okay. I'm excited. Very excited. Where did we come from? Where did you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where are we going? Oh, yeah. I want to get over there, and so I have to go around the little circle room thingy a whole bunch of times until I figure out which direction I'm supposed to be going. Okay, not that one. One more. Right there. Okay, the moment of truth. Here we go. Only the method of arrival is revealed, not the origin. Don't learn that until Uru Ages of Mist Online. So which game is that? Is that like the third game, fourth game, or is that like an extra bonus game? And also, I'm eventually going to make a poll, but right now, just I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. Do you think after Riven is done, should I immediately jump into the next Mist game? Or should I take a break and come back to Mist later? I'll have a few games to decide between, but I'm curious what your thoughts are. Do you want me to immediately jump into the next game, or do you think I shouldn't do that? I'd be interested in your thoughts. Yeah, it's between 4 and 5. Not really worth playing in my book. Oh, like has some good lore, but not like the best mechanics, not the best puzzles, maybe. Huh. Yeah, Uru is kind of weird. Okay. Oh, Berserk is a fan of Uru. Okay. So it has mixed opinions on Uru. All right, let's see. The red one, let's do that one first. So red is going to be in this island here. Oh, Yamaha. You can't see it. Yamaha is tracing my cursor. He's following it around the screen. I hope he doesn't swipe at my screen. Yamaha, look over here. Okay, so red should be in this square somewhere. Specifically in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one right here. I believe that's where red should go. Okay. I've heard 3 is the only other one worth playing. I want to move there. Miss 3 is really fun. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Next, let's do orange. Orange is going to be in this area here. I'm going to have to take a video of Yamaha. He's never done this before. He's never noticed the computer screen. That was cute. You should read the Mist books to us on stream. If you guys want that, I can. I think it'd be fun to read through them on stream. I'm just worried that people would be bored. But if you guys are asking for it, sounds like you wouldn't be bored, and it could be a lot of fun. Let's see. Orange, we know it's in that quadrant, and specifically, I guess it's not a quadrant, but in this big square, and then the small square, it's supposed to be in this one right here. Okay. Story time with Hiccup. Could be fun. Has a good ring to it. I could voice act. I'm a little scared of that, but it could be a lot of fun. One of the actors in Mist 3 was in Lord of the Rings. Which character in Lord of the Rings? I love Lord of the Rings. Sassy Flower loves Lord of the Rings too. It's her favorite movie. I actually like Lord of the Rings unironically, but Sassy Flower I think doesn't like it so much. I have the Mist books. I don't think I have the Mist books. I did search for them at my library. I didn't notice them anywhere, but I might just have to like find them online somewhere. Grimmer Wormtongue, and also the voice of Chucky from Child's Play movies. I don't know the Child's Play movies, but Wormtongue is, I know him. Don't like his character, but oh, yeah, okay. Yama's lost dex privileges. Sorry. He's clicking he's clicking key buttons on my keyboard now. That tracks. Typecast. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. He could play like the Blue Brother or something. Oh. You don't know Chucky. I don't know Chucky, it's true. Who is Chucky? Or unless you're talking about like the horror movie Chucky. Yamaha, I'm sorry. can't risk you pressing keyboard buttons that'll ruin the stream. Okay. Next one is purple. Let's find purple. That's going to be up in this one somewhere. It's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, right there. Green is next. That one's going to be, let's see. It's going to be in this square, in this one specifically. And then Yamaha's trying to get back up again. Yeah, no. I'll pet you right after the stream. So much, I promise. And then, oh yeah, the last one, we're not sure which one it is. Red, orange, purple, green. So it could either be yellow or blue. So let's take yellow and blue off. And let's start with yellow. Let's guess that yellow is the one that we're doing. Okay, Child's Play is the one where the murderer gets his soul stuck in a Chucky doll and goes around killing people after death. Okay. I think I haven't seen that movie, but I think I know which Chucky you're talking about. Yes, we are. Yamaha just wants to solve the puzzle. He's smarter than us all. He's secretly trying to give me hints. That's why he's following the screen. He's trying to lead my cursor and not follow it. But Yam needs to let you figure it out on your own, so no more desk time. Good point. Sassy Flower gets it. Okay, yellow or blue first, actually. I'll let you guys decide. Which one are we going to guess that the final island is? Because it does, whichever one we do, it needs to go obviously in this tiny square here, and it's going to go on this spot exactly. Blue it is. Okay. Let's see what happens. It's gonna mash it. You're probably wrong. Well, we'll see. Did that do it? Would something have happened specifically? Would we know if it had worked? Doesn't sound like anything fancy happened. Do we need to lift it up and then see if it made something? Huh. There's an app we're used to be able to get where cats would basically play whack-a-mole but with fish. My cats loved it. Yamaha might be able to get into that, I guess. Oh, he's flopped on the ground, ready for pet. I'll be back in a second. I have duties to do. Good boy. Perfect little boy. Okay, I'm back. The wild part isn't just a light. The wild part isn't just a light. Oh. Huh. Well, I'm gonna lift this up and see what happened. What did it make? Did it create something? And what is that button supposed to do? What is that white button supposed to do? Because I don't know if it did anything. White is gone. Yeah. Well, let's try yellow. See if that does anything different. It's supposed to go... Yeah, right there. If you had it right and hit that, it would have made you aware if you got it right. Okay, good to know. It's good to know that I don't need to run off somewhere else to test it out. Okay, here we go. Let's press the white button, see if it's working. Seems like it's not working, which is a bummer. My other idea is maybe the one that I thought was orange isn't actually orange. Orange looks kind of like It looks like the Pokeball, so maybe... I mean, it's kind of close to the yellow, the symbol for yellow. Maybe that was supposed to be yellow. Is the white a setting? Nope, something's off. A setting. I don't know. I don't know what the white does. It's just the activation button. Okay. So you drop the press the white button, and then it's supposed to turn on this machine, whatever it is. But okay. I really don't want to have to go and double check the locations of all of these. So I'm really hoping that the one that I thought was orange is actually yellow. So let's move yellow over here. And let's see if I put that in the right spot. The one that I thought was orange is right there, and yeah, okay. And then that means that this one might be blue or orange. Let's try both of those. So first we'll try orange. It's supposed to go right there. Let's see if that's it. And if neither of these work, I'm a little bit bummed. But we'll get through it anyways. Okay. That's also a very melodramatic mechanism. Like, I feel like so much of that could have happened in just one move that they had to split it up around 3 different moves. Nope, that's not it. Okay, one more try. We have one more idea. Let's see if this is it. Okay. Let's make this blue. Please, 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 please work. Please work. I'm scared. No, okay. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and double check all of this. But maybe first I'll double check my notes, make sure that I put them in the spot that I wrote down that they should be in. And then we'll go back to like the visualizer and check if that doesn't work. Part of the solution is making a complete color wheel with the 5 colors you use. That, however, requires art knowledge that I lack. Part of the solution is making a complete color wheel with the 5 colors that you use. It requires art knowledge that I lack. I'm not sure I follow. Wait, no. I was about to say maybe like, once you press it down, you like leave a mark there and you have to color the whole thing. But that's not right. That's not what's going on. Let's see. So red. Red was supposed to be in this larger square and is supposed to be right here. I think that's exactly where it is in my notes. So red is correct, I think. One of them is in the wrong position and color, just one. Okay, well, let's check my notes and see if I just put them in the wrong spot based off of my notes, or if my notes were wrong. So red is where my notes said it should be. This one, orange or yellow, is also where my notes say it should be. The purple one, also where my notes say it should be. Green is up here. Green is, oh no, I think green was supposed to be over here, I think. No, green was in the spot my notes said it should be. Though I should double check that because my notes were really messy right there. I couldn't tell for a second if it was supposed to be there or supposed to be there. And then the final one, the one that is whatever color is left over, is supposed to be in obviously this large square and specifically in this spot. Okay, so one of my notes is wrong apparently. Let's go back and test it out. Would Roy G. Biv help? I don't know, maybe. Probably not. Ah, no, I didn't want to close that. Come on, open back up. Yeah. Okay, and who is that? Did you see somebody? Oh, who is Roy G. Biv? Roy G. Biv is Sassy Flower's dad, apparently. It's like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet? The colors of the rainbow? Okay. We're just running all the way to Bubble Island. We need to recall it. This is a popular one. People like to use it all the time. And maybe, just maybe, maybe that means that the villager that we saw hiding in the caves down there, maybe she knows how to get into Atrus's lab. Or maybe she can just get in because we unlocked it, and now she can get in. And I say that because maybe she's the one that's riding this little roller coaster that's never there when we need it. We have to keep calling it back. It's a mellow kind of color. What is in this room? That is Gen's lab. It has his notebook, it has some of his like experiments, it has some of his failed bookmaking attempts. Oh, that was a fun noise. It was a little like monkey chirp or something. When you left the island you're going to now last time, you used the other tram. Oh, that's true. Okay. So it's not a conspiracy. It's not the scary village lady. It's just us. We're the ones doing that to ourselves. Okay. Okay, looking at this guy right here. This is supposed to be up in this corner based on the orientation of the map in the giant golden dome. And it does look like the small golden dome is right here. So I'm like 99% sure I have that one in the right spot. That's one that we don't know the color of. I have it in the top right square, and within that square I have it in 1, 2, 3, 4, and the very top one from the left. So I don't think that's the one that we have wrong, unless we had the colors for the other ones wrong and ended up doing the wrong color for this. Let's look at Giant Gold Dome Island. What position are you? Okay, and now let's see, is is hmm, is this the location of the small dome, or is this the small area that turns around and that you have to like rotate to get to the right spot, like the doors change? Because maybe that's why I had this. Maybe that's what I got wrong. No, that one's right. Okay. If that's right, then that means that the one on this island. Wait, no, I was looking at the wrong one. This one, the green one. I have it in the right large square and the correct other square. Okay. I think this one I have written down in my notes correctly. The rotating room would be underground, I think. It's this island, I think. Okay. So we don't need to worry about the rotating room because it's underground. Okay. So 2 down, 3 to go. This guy, I'm not completely confident about, but I do remember seeing. I feel like you could see the sky from this one, right? And it was like in the side of the hill. So I think it is supposed to be right here, which if I look at my notes, I had this one correct on my notes. But let's look for other potential spots that it could have been. Like maybe it was in here, but I don't think it was here. I feel like this is where Gen's lab was. And that would make sense because like there's this walkway going over there to where the spot I thought Gen's lab was. I think I have this one written down correctly. Oh, whoops, I need to stop changing this. Let's keep rotating it. Did you see what he said about the totems? Did Gen say something about the totems? Because I don't remember him saying things about them. But maybe I should reread his journal again. Okay, but anyways, I think I have this one in the right spot. Let's do, we've got 2 more islands to double check. This one right here. Bubble Island. Okay, we have Bubble Island in this spot, and it's on the edge. 1, 2, 3 up. Yep, I have this one in the right spot in my notes too. In the chat, look at the totems and see what color is missing, accounting for red being the sword blade. I'm not sure I follow, Zork. You put this one in the wrong spot. Oh, I did? I have it in this square here on my notes. And inside of the square I have it 1, 2, 3 up from the bottom left in my notes. Is that not where it's supposed to be? Like 1, 2, 3. I'll put a star next to this one. Now, look closer. Turn it. Look closer. I don't know what I'm looking for. I feel like that was pretty obviously the dome that we're looking for. Turn it again. Okay. What am I looking for here? Or do I need to turn it one more time? It's in the wrong square. Is it technically this one here? Oh, because if it is, that's tricky. Excuse me, what is this then? If that isn't it. Yeah. but not third up. Wait. Round. Because isn't this the dome that we're in right now? And this is the one off to the side of it? But not third up. You have the right big square, but you didn't count the grid properly. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How did I mess that up? That seems really easy. Okay. Didn't count the grid. Dang. Okay, thank you for that. Well, I'll double check the last one just in case, but I'm excited to see that that was such an easy fix. Hopefully the whole thing will work now. And this one was, where was it? Was here, which I have the big square. I have that big square written down. And 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 2, 3, 4 up. And let's see, rotating it. And 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Yeah, so that one's in the right spot too. All right, let's go back to the big dome. I'm impatient. I'm like sprinting through this. Except we don't want to go this direction. Let's go all the way around here. For some reason, I find this easier than rotating that circle room again. Oops. There we go, almost there. So sorry to anyone who wanted to ride the roller coasters again. Okay, here we are. So the one that we had wrong was orange, or the one that is orange or yellow, we're not totally sure. But I think it's actually supposed to be orange. So orange is supposed to be in this big square, and it's supposed to be 4 up, not 3. And we'll leave blue there and see if that's it. Very, very excited. Okay, the suspense. Here we go, Is it gonna work this time? Or is it the other one? Ooh! That was loud. Oh, it's still echoing. So big noise and then silence. Interesting. Okay, well, let's check out one of the books. Let's see if we can, oops. I'm very excited to see if we can get to this other age. Sorry, Yam. He got a taste of the desk and now he can't give it up. That's a different noise. It's working, whatever it is. Told you it would make you very aware it worked. You were right. Oh wait, no, I need to go down this elevator. Okay. What's this other age gonna look like? Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. So 25, 22, oops, 20, 14, 12. Here we go. The moment of truth. Let's see if it's on, see if it works. And my internet just came back. Oh my god. Yeah, big wins for both of us. You're right. You can hear sounds in the background. That means it's working now, I think. Maybe. Ooh. Ooh. This is a cool looking age. Really ominous looking with the orange and the red sky. Where are we landing? Okay. This was definitely in Gen's journal. He like drew pictures of this. And I did not pay a whole ton of attention. Maybe I should have paid more attention. But here we go. Hoodoos. They are like hoodoos. Save. You could redo things the other way from here later. That is a good tip. I'll save right now. What is today? June 23rd. At least it is for me here. In your time zone, that might be the 24th. Okay. All right. Here we go. Ooh. We're stuck in a cage again. Which is unfortunate. Is Gen gonna come and like talk to us? What was that? Did I just press a button? Okay, here we go. Does he have weird glasses on? Okay, he's creepy. Oh no, he looks funky. He's like the weird professor with like the big googly eyes. No worries, we get it. You don't trust us.
This situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen. I am Gen. I assume you've heard of me.
I love the fit too.
Yes. Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now.
He doesn't look bad for an evil grandpa.
Lied to you about me? No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was.
Oh, has he changed?
I even tried to kill him once.
Oh.
God,
well, we're glad you're admitting that.
Who knows what I would have become. A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son.
If they look good.
Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed.
It's like he golfs a lot. It's true, he does.
To be sure,
he's far too calm for someone imprisoned.
Completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one. I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade any one of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another.
Hmm.
I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer.
Interesting. What can he offer?
Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven, and many have suffered because of it. The island has been steadily decaying for years, but according to my most recent measurements, it appears that the Fifth Age has entered its final days.
Final
Unless the villages
days.
can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish.
He does have them as collateral. Like he can
It has taken me a long time to do it, but it appears that
he can bargain
finally
with their
I'll be able to
lives.
make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in... Well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety.
Uh-oh.
In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. It seemed inevitable under the circumstances.
I'm
On
not gonna moon
Catherine's
him.
return, however, their violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them.
Ooh.
And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people. I must admit, though, that my concerns were not entirely for her safety alone. The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here.
He's got a lot to
Therefore,
say.
I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atris desires it. Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state.
Is she going crazy? My grandpa was good looking and nice when she was my dad.
In the Fifth Age
Oh.
with a book which was immediately stolen from you. Needless to say, its reacquisition is of interest to me, though my personal history with the moiety does not give me much hope for it. Still, there is a chance you might somehow manage to retrieve it. If you do, I would ask for the safety of all concerned that you bring it to me at your earliest opportunity. Again, to be honest, my reasons here are partly selfish. There is so much yet to be resolved between Atris and myself, especially in light of what has become of Catherine. In any case, my immediate concern is the completion of the sanctuary I've long promised to all the islanders. In the meantime, as a token of my good intentions, I will allow you free access to my linking books, crude though they may be, and to the rest of the Fifth Age.
The rest of the Fifth Age. Does that mean the island we haven't gone to yet?
As for the stolen linking book, we should probably not meet again until you've recovered it. I will know if you succeeded, and will await your return.
Does he know that it's a one-way linking book and not a
Good luck
two-way
with
linking
yourself.
book?
I hope to see
Did
you
he say
back here
anything
shortly.
about that? Huh. Technologically, you can think about how big of a step up above Mist that was. Like the way that it was like turning, the camera was turning and following him, how clear he was, how he was interacting with so many things. Like, good job. Good job on the developer's part. But it doesn't look like we can access this lab. It looks like we can only access these books. Oh, and they link to each of the islands. Is that what's going on? So where's... This is the one that we want. It goes to someplace we haven't been. Okay. You know he is dead now. Oh, is... Like the actor for this guy is dead? Oh. If he knew it was a trap, he wouldn't care about getting it back. Hmm. Oh yeah. Wait. The linking book is a trap, but we used it to get here. Does that mean it's still a... Is it a trap if you use it here? Because it's not going to go anywhere, you're just going to get sucked into it? He's desperate for linking books out of here. Yes, in real life. Oh, dang. Rest in peace. So it looks like the only thing we can do here is press this button, which probably calls for him, or use one of the linking books. Oh, but there's so much to explore in this room. I wish we could get out. Like, look at this. Look at this trap door thing. Is that a fireman's pole? Can we swing down the fireman's pole? And like, this is obviously just powering the books. But like, lots of stuff going on here. I want to see that. Obviously want to walk outside in this age. And I want to know what this thing does for sure. So, oh no, we brought it here using a Riven linking book. Or it looks like a Mist linking book, or perhaps one to Denis. Oh, okay. So we brought a like a fake book to tempt him to try and go into. So it looks like we're gonna get a choice like we did in the last game. Like, who do you help? Like in the last game in Mist, it was red brother, blue brother, and surprise at the end, you could also help the dad. Take your pick. And obviously the dad was the right choice in that one. Is the dad still the right choice in this one? Like, I don't think Gen has given us any evidence to say that we should help him over Atris. But maybe there'll be more stuff that come up later in this game that tells us that Gen is good and Atris is wrong to think that Gen is bad. I don't know. Also, if we press this to call him again, is he gonna get mad at us? I kind of want to press it again because we don't have the book. Oh, it doesn't let us press it. Dang it. Okay, well, the only other place that I want to go right now is that I can go is the other island that we haven't gotten to yet. Where is that? Right here. Prank call. Dang it. I agree. Alright, final island in Riven. Let's see what this is like. If he had changed, I'd assumed that he'd have been more in shock first and desperate second, but he's too calm. That's a good point. That's a good point. But I mean, he's had 30 years. So maybe he's had lots of time to think things through and create I don't know, a new alibi, a new story. Okay. There we are. The final dome that we never got to, because it was on the island we never got to. Let's go. Okay, here we are. What's it gonna look like? 30 years watching the age of Riven fall apart around him. That's a good point. Like maybe he would get kind of desperate and go a little crazy. It's giving vibes of the Red Brother from the last game, because he was too calm too. Like he was acting calm and acting like Blue Brother was the crazy one that was evil and he was the good guy, but it just felt off. This place looks creepy. Like, I know that's just rust, but it has the vibes of just like blood falling down the walls. Looks like place a serial killer would hold somebody. Okay. There's a lot going on here. There's this little thing to pull, there's this switch, and there's these little three gizmos. What do we do first? But they were all crazy. They were, it's true. It helps if you read the books. I guess I gotta find the books online somewhere and read them. What is, can you just find them for free online, or do you have to, like, buy them on Amazon? Looks like an emergency shower. It kind of does. Time to get clean. Oh, I was about to say nothing happened, but it just took a second. Okay, we're going up. This music is fun. If not a little creepy. Really creepy now. That sound effect I did not like. Oh. Is this Catherine? I was scared.
But how'd you get past Gen?
Is this my Kia? GF?
He must really believe I've gone mad.
Uh-oh. So it is Catherine.
I know what he's doing.
Is she talking about Gen or about Atris? Oh.
He's waiting for you to make a mistake.
That also scares me.
Lead him back to Dunny.
Oh,
Can't
Denis.
let Gen-
Denis.
Atris sent you to save me. But if Gen gets back to Dunny, he'll kill him.
She's
Find
getting
the book.
close.
They have the book.
Who?
Be careful.
Oh, Moetti.
Go then. If you won't help me, then I have nothing more to say.
Oh, she's saying that out loud, so if Gen is watching, he'll think that nothing's up. But she just gave us a little secret that he probably couldn't hear. I think. Kiss her. Moon. Well, which one, Sassy Flower? Which one should we do? And also, do I not get to explore this room either? So many rooms that I just don't get to see. I don't even get to turn around. What a bummer. Well, we need to find Moetti. Not Moisty, as I thought it was a few streams ago. It's not the Black Moisty rebel group, it's the Black Moetti rebel group. And to do that, we need to solve that animal puzzle. And so I think that puzzle is going to have to wait for another day. But before we call it a day, I want to play around with this. Just see what happens when we change this around. Okay, so that seems to be a mechanism you do after you mess with these. Oh. Oh, cute. I like that sound best. Okay, this one's my favorite of the three. And then I think this one's my second favorite. This one would be nice. It's just a little too cramped and tense for me. Like I like all the rumbles of it, but I wish it was a little bit more open. Yeah, too stressful. Least favorite, second favorite, most favorite, right there. For the Moisty. The Black Moisty. We can call him the Black Moisty still. So is this just a code to like send word to Catherine? And if so, how do we decipher the code? I haven't heard these noises around the island at all, I don't think. 1 clink, 2 rattle, 3 ding. Question is which ones to hit in what order? Can I play a tune? Kind of. We can work with this. That's the best tune you're gonna get out of me tonight. All right. And if I go up, is she gonna come and talk to me, or is it gonna be the same thing as Gen, where like we don't get to talk to him again until we bring back a book or something? Pull the lever, Kronk. Well, here we go. Let's see if she comes out again. Let's see if she talks to us. Are you gonna come? You gonna say hi? Or no? Oh, here she comes. Oh. That was a glare. She was like, what the fuck are you guys doing back here? Go away. Alright, well, it is late, guys. I need to go to sleep. I have work tomorrow. But thanks for watching. I really enjoyed this. I'm glad we made it this far. Last time I didn't feel like we made it very far, but I'm glad we finally got there. We got some new things, we got some new areas, we solved some puzzles. Very, very pleased with today's stream. Let's see. Let's find someone fun to raid. Very fun stream as always. Thank you so much, Fuzzy Jezzy. Thank you so much, Sassy Flower. Let's see. Who are we going to raid today? Let's see. Let's find somebody with a similar amount of people watching. Let's see. I don't know. Mystery Meat Monster sounds like a fun person to raid. We're gonna raid them. Yeah. Also lots of progress. Yeah, may your sleep be truly restful. Ah. And your dreams inspirational. Thank you, Sean. That was beautiful. I hope so too. You as well. Is it tomorrow or is it yesterday? I mean, it's today, whatever day it is. Ah. Alright. Oh, you meant in Riven. I don't know what day it is in Riven. Maybe the day passed. Alright. Again, thanks. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a great day. Have a great week. Bye.